live.
Hi!
We're not weird or being strange
Don't
backstage.
ask.
Not us.
No.
Never.
Absolutely.
Yeah, not us. Well, welcome everybody to the finale, if you can believe that, of our little tiny short run of the Scarlet Citadel. I'm your resident Dot, who's feeling much better. Thanks for asking, chat. And I'm gonna pass it right off because I think we are in a bit of a quandary, a pickle.
I'm scared.
Yeah, I just, you know what? We've got 3 hours tonight, everybody. We will have a break, so stick with us. But don't forget, we're in it to win it. We just started the dungeon crawl. Don't go anywhere. Be there. Oh, speaking of, if you want to make our lives better because you like us, because look how cute we are. Look at all of our beautiful character art.
Adorbs.
All of our beautiful
Utterly
character
adorbs.
art. We are the cutest. If you want to make our lives better, you can give us advantage. Last time, we used all of our advantage because things got a little weird. Yeah, so you can do that by hitting that link right there in chat. When you give, that bar will fill, and when it's full, everybody gains advantage, which never hurt nothing, no how.
Wait, why is someone chanting TPK? What?
There's no way.
Oh, right.
You know what? I've been
First
looking
of all,
for somebody to stuff that hole with. I need a plug. Might just
Yeah, I mean, quite frankly, not going to happen.
Phrasing,
That's not my
but,
DM
you
style.
know,
That's just
This is a PG-13 rated stream.
Yeah, I'm just going to squash this. Demedes, that's not my style as a DM.
Yep.
I have
TPK.
ways of working things around.
What do I always say? There's always there's always something worse than death. Like death is
Death is just the
easy.
beginning.
Yeah, death is just the beginning.
Death is
easy,
just the
yeah.
beginning for these characters. Let's put it that way.
Yep.
Okay, so yes, y'all are in an interesting little bit of a quandary because this lovely group of people, they have this fantastic technique of making everything happen at once.
Whoops.
Which is totally cool and totally fun and going to be fantastic. But before we get started, I just want to throw in a little heads up for those of you watching. The Scarlet Citadel does bring in some high horror elements. So if you get squidgy with things that might involve, not that I go into high details with it, but things that might involve torture and dead bodies and, zombies and things like that, just a heads up that we do cover content of that matter in this game as we get into the Citadel itself. So I like to make sure that people are aware of that before they get themselves all comfy with their drinks and their snacks and they want to sit down and relax and they're sitting there and all of a sudden it's not so relaxing. So just please keep that in mind. The players and I, we all have discussed safety tools. We have all discussed our lines and veils. We are aware of them. We are conscientious of them. We make sure we use our chat to communicate with each other. So please know that we make every effort to make sure everyone, not just us, but also you, will be comfortable for this evening. That being said, let's see. You were all nicely positioned at the end of last episode in the oubliette, from whence you came into a room that has all of these chains and hooks hanging down from the ceiling over a very deep dark hole in the center of this room. There were about six bodies that were hanging on these hooks, and you didn't split the party because you stayed in the same room, but divided tasks, let's put it that way. And in dividing tasks, it turns out that those corpses, once touched, activated into zombies. So we have 2 of those zombies left. The rest of them have gone down the hole. However, because y'all were looking down the hole and trying to figure out what's going on, you alerted something that was even deeper down in the hole, and it is making its way up. Now, as to what it could be, we're going to find out tonight.
We couldn't help ourselves, V. We had to know what was at the hole.
Look, everything's magic. There's stuff all around.
That's just it. I know. It's gonna be.
Kira's a good friend with someone named Schrodinger the Wizard, and Schrodinger says that as long as you don't look, it's something's there and not there at the same time. So looking at it, I think you all confirmed it and kind of brought it into reality. Rookie mistake, really. But,
Oh my God, Schrodinger's words of advice in gameplay. That would be
Don't look in the hole.
hysterical. Don't look in the hole. I mean, that's
the best
wise
advice
in general.
I could possibly
All
give
right.
you.
So we basically left off with hold on. I need to look at my notes, which I write down here. So we left off at the top of the next round, and essentially what's happening is you have order of operations. You have the thing coming up from the opening in the center of the room, and then it's Uki, Prin, Nipsey, Ink, Kura, and the 2 zombies that are left in the wake. Actually, no, not 2. 1. I take it back. 1, because at the very end, I forgot you threw 1 over the side again. So there's 1 zombie left. You got that one at the last, the last little bit of time left. So it's 1 zombie, and then these things are coming up from the opening. And so we're at the top, and they get to start off. And as you're realizing there's 1 zombie left, after hearing the second one going down the hole, you hear this and the flapping of wings coming up from the opening. Now we had Uki. Uki actually shouted over to Nipsey.
That's right.
About the table.
That's right. Go get that table, plug that hole.
Okay. So that is where we left things off, which technically means that right now, Uki, it is your turn.
Oh,
Free
really?
action is speaking. So that does not count as your action.
Okay.
What would Uki do after shouting to Nipsey about the table? You have the one zombie who's still
on foot, is what you're saying.
on foot and moving around. Yeah.
Well, not for long. I'm gonna. In terms of, is he in combat with anybody else?
No,
This
basically
zombie.
just it sort of just came up from being prone,
Great.
being knocked down,
Okay.
and then rest of that fun round and zipped itself back up, like they like to do.
How is my team looking? Does my team look to be very damaged or injured?
Team, how would you
No,
we're
good.
looking healthy?
Looking
Inhale, a little
Everybody looks
tired.
really healthy.
I probably got like
Good.
one little
Fine.
scratch. I got a tiny scratch like just under his eye, but that's like
Here.
1
That's
HP
it?
worth of scratch.
Okay. Well, dang
Okay,
it.
they're looking beautiful.
Great. Well, I'm a healer, so I'm going. No, I think I'll just use crushing curse on this little guy, and try to do some psychic damage. Unless is it immune to psychic damage because it's undead?
That's what I was just about to
I was about to
check
say,
if
I
you
bet
were
it
saying.
is.
Let's see.
Yeah, probably is.
Because if not, I did
doesn't
prep some
help.
magic stones.
Actually, what I'm looking at, it's looking like psychic damage is a viable option.
Okay, well, I used that before. Y'all have the weirdest cantrips. I did, you know what? Screw it. I did prep some magic stones. Yuki yells, "Get the table!" Over his shoulder as he breaks his sling out, and I had prepped those magic stones to throw one last time.
There
So
you
we're
go.
gonna do that.
Okay.
14 to hit.
14 absolutely will hit a zombie.
Yeah. Take 5 bludgeoning damage, zombie. Boom. Woo! And I like sling it. Narla, while I'm at it, is just gonna try to do what Narla does best, which is knock.
Faint.
Yeah, faint.
No, because we weren't talking of the VOID.
Yeah, no VOID. That's actually why I
No,
chose
not
to
here.
use the-
Especially not here.
Yeah, not here. Narla fails at the attack, so Narla misses with an 8. That's okay, Narla.
Narla just hits.
Oh, really? Narla. Narla. Okay, 1d4 plus 2. Here we go. D4. So 4 points of Narla damage.
Love it. Okay. So that's everything for Uki.
Yeah, that's all I can do. So I the total looks like 9 points of damage. Team Chaos over here.
Beautiful. Loving it. Excellent. So Uki and Narla tag team and work together, and they start doing some damage to this zombie. That now takes us to you, Prin. You are up next.
She'll look at the zombie, and she still has her shadowy tentacle arms, and she'll be like, "Here, I'll make sure that this thing here doesn't interrupt and I'll try and help. I'll have assistant hold down with that thing once you get the table over, and she'll just start with all the tentacles, just start slamming on this zombie on the ground."
So you're you're readying your action for when the table gets put into the opening, and then you'll put your tentacles down. Is what we're doing?
Yep, and then she'll say to the assistant, "Get this one."
Perfect.
Nice.
Lovely. So the assistant goes in for the attack with final zombie.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Assistant,
And
where
y'all
are
figured
you?
out that an 8 will hit. Save you some time.
Yep. All right, zombie, time to just like bite, just bite on this thing.
You think he's got some nasty bites too.
Yep.
The assistant.
10. Yeah.
Bite hits. So let's
Nice.
find out how the bite does. And again, he has
Jeez.
like that bite that almost like opens itself and unhinges as it goes in for the kill, so to speak.
Okay, it's 2d6 plus 2, so it's 9. It looks, yeah, 2 zombies trying to like, bite each other. It's really,
That's a sight.
that's
That's
a,
yeah.
Yeah.
That brings up some philosophical questions.
Mhm.
But bite lands and damage is done. So the zombie's not looking too fantastic, but it
Oops.
is still up and
Sorry.
shuffling.
all right, cool.
Nice.
That's it for me.
Shuffle.
Okay, then that brings us to you, Nipsey. You have been screamed at about the table a couple times now. Oh, you're muted, Nipsey.
No, Cicero's muted. Nipsey is not. So so Nipsey has been told to go and get the table. So we're gonna use our action to run towards the table. Run towards
You
the
can
other
use your-
room.
You can use your movement to
My
go to
movement.
the other room.
My movement
Yes.
to go to the other room to go
Yep.
and get the table.
Okay, yes, you can absolutely go get the table. Do you use your action to lift the table?
I will use my action to lift said table.
Okay,
Nice.
great.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yes.
just thinking about when you return.
Right.
Okay, so Nipsey has this table in hand, ready for next round.
Yes.
Any bonus actions Nipsey would like or could do? Since movement and action are used?
Yeah, no, you know what? I'm gonna save it. Save it. Yeah.
Fair enough. Ink, that brings us to you. There's the one solitary zombie. All the others have been tossed over the edge of the opening.
Okay. And I will. Let me take a look. Am I already in contact with it?
You were nearby. They were grouped together, and you were nearby the group of them, so you could easily get into contact with them.
Okay. All right. But I will have to move a little, which is fine. I am going to. Yeah, I'm just gonna go up there and rapier. That's what I've been using.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, keep in mind, you also have Narla has made contact with this zombie.
So I do get my
Yes.
You
my
do get your sneak.
attack.
Yep.
Yeah.
You do get your sneak attack. Yep.
Fantastic. 24 to hit.
Yeah.
Wowzer. Wowza.
Okay.
11
Hey
plus
now.
my 7 sneak damage. That was nice.
Okay, so with that, Ink, you are able to knock the zombie flat down again. So they are prone and unconscious, but keep in mind, this is a zombie.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
just saying,
Yeah.
meta moment.
Just little help here as I with my tiny body, I'm trying to shove it.
Okay, so
towards,
it's not that you're actually shoving it because you've already used your action up, right?
But I'm
Right, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Lovely.
there.
Kura, is there anything
Yeah.
else? Sorry, is there anything else for Ink?
No. Just
Good.
shouting.
Okay. Kura, you are up.
Quick question. So how far away is Nipsey right now with the table?
About 3,000 miles.
Oh. Now you got me doing it.
Right.
Nipsey is literally 30 feet away from everyone at this point, from where they were
Okay.
standing
Okay.
before to
Okay.
where they are now.
So first I would
Like
like
you
to
can
use my
see them through the
action-
opening.
Okay. First
Okay.
I'd like to use my action to knock this last zombie into the hole.
Nice.
Sure.
Would I need to roll for that?
So
or-
let's do a strength, or you could do an athletics or an acrobatics check. Dexterity, acrobatics, or
I'll go at
strength.
correct, please. I'm a monk.
Athletics.
22.
Okay. Yeah, with a 22, you are able to, especially since you had Ink, a little help here, you are able to push this last body into the opening. But as you're pushing this body, you will both feel this stirring of air coming up and through this opening, and the
Okay.
sounds and the wing flaps are getting
Yeah.
far more prominent. That then means zombies are gone bye all down
Oh,
the
I
hole.
still have movement. Okay,
so
I just
what
have a
would you do with your
question
movement?
first.
Yes,
Would taking the table from Nipsey be an action?
absolutely.
Okay, cool. Never mind then.
Yeah.
I'll just stand ready for something to come up then.
Okay, so that brings us up to the top, and as we get to the top, since Ink and Kura were probably leaning over the hole, you would see the shadows now stirring about 40 feet down, and you can see these slight silhouette. I mean, it's dark on dark, so you kind of catch every so often a silhouette of something, though you're not quite sure.
Oh, I have dark vision.
Yes, but the hole itself is all, like blacked out dark.
Oh, okay.
Remember,
too
dark
dark
vision
for
you
even
see in
dark
grays.
vision,
For
yeah.
even that, you can't see.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's dark. There's really no source of light
Really
whatsoever.
Yeah, okay.
So that's really all they can do, because they are at the point now where you can see the figures. They aren't completely out, but next round they absolutely will be out. That brings us to Uki. It was a deep hole, y'all.
It was. a
DM's
deep
giving
hole.
lots of clues by
trying
saying that things.
Yeah.
There was plural on that.
Yes, there was. Okay, I'm gonna make a bad decision.
All right. All right. I'm
It's
here
Uki.
for it.
I'm gonna make. How big is this hole?
5 feet.
5 feet across, like total. Yeah, okay,
Yep.
that's a big hole.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. All right, y'all.
Remember, it's got to be big enough to put sizable bodies down the center
Down
on
the
that
center.
massive hook chain.
But
winch
what is
system.
big enough? What is big enough as a creature that I could potentially, as a druid, change into to be able to
Oh,
plug
God.
that hole? Because technically, in wild shape, I can sit on that hole and take the direct damage, and then my body would change back.
And then
You
you'd
could,
fall down.
technically. But you're still not damaging the things underneath. It would be biting
That's
your
true.
honey.
It's more getting it's yeah. It's getting us to the table, getting the table in.
Get the table here, yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
no. I think what I'm gonna do, because we don't hear the sound of like bugs or anything, right? Like it doesn't. We're not hearing like a buzzing.
You don't hear skittering. You hear flapping and squeaking. And the stirring
Can I
of
identify
air.
that? Can I identify?
If you want to use this round to give me a nature survival,
Yeah, I would. I'll give you a survival
Okay.
check. At a
Okay.
23.
okay,
Ooh.
with a 23, Uki, because of your unique nature being Darrow, you've heard tales of creatures that are fitting the bill for this type of setting. Deep dark places, underground, and your mind instantly goes right towards bats. Now, the thing is, there are
Okay.
bats of various breeds and sizes. That part you can't really tell quite yet, but you know
Right.
that this reminds you very much of bats.
Bats. Okay. Now that I hear the squeaking and it's like closer, and things can be picked out, I guess you could say, from the mix of things. You'll just hear Uki go, "It's bats! Hit the deck!" Since that was my whole turn to like, I imagine I'm like, shh, quiet. I'm listening.
And Gnarly's like, "Meh."
I'm like, and I go, "It's bats!" And then I yell, kind of down the hallway, into this other room where y'all are like running with this table to
Nipsey
let
with
you
the
know
table.
what's coming, so that the group can better prepare.
Okay.
That'll be
All
like
right.
flying creatures or whatever.
Works for me if that works for you.
Yeah.
Does Gnarla do anything?
Narla, I don't know that Narla can do anything. Can Narla? I know what Narla's gonna do.
What's she
Narla
gonna do?
is gonna hold her turn until that table goes flat, and then Narla's gonna get on top of it. And
Okay.
hold the table
Fair.
down. So she's
Fair.
gonna hold
Okay.
her action until the table's in place.
Okay, she's getting herself ready to jump on the table. Great. Now we have that settled. Let's bring it over to Prin.
Bats, you say?
Yeah.
All right. I have a better idea. Assistant, help with the table. I'll do something else, and then she'll actually lean over the edge and just like have one of those little like vials ready, just like waiting for her.
Okay.
So she's gonna
Okay,
like
cool.
if the bats come up before the table, I'm going to use a spell. I'll be
Gotcha.
right next to the hole.
So we have Prin standing over the circular hole. The assistant starts heading towards Nipsey to help him with this rectangular table. And anything else going on here?
That's
we
it.
good? That's good. Okay. That brings us then to Nipsey. You see the assistant coming your way. So
Okay.
you can take your movement to go over with the table.
Right. Yeah. So Nipsey is going to do exactly that. Assuming Nipsey heard Yuki saying it was bats.
It's Uki. It's Uki.
Yeah, Uki.
Yeah.
Loud as I can be.
He's so loud. And also you're in this stone chamber, so it's going to echo and make a ruckus.
Right.
There's no way around it at this point.
So yeah. So Nipsey heard it was bats. The calculation was made. He has grabbed the table and he is running through the threshold with this table towards the hole. How far does Nipsey get?
You can just get to the opening.
Okay.
And the assistant will assist as well. So give you between the two of you, since your load is lightened, so to speak, you will be able to get over to that hold and then give me let's do straight up athletics to see how it goes, trying to get the table over the opening of the hole to cover as much of it as possible.
A 14.
A 14. Actually, no, it's a 16 because you have help
16.
happening.
Yeah.
So with a 16. Okay, so you are able to get this table flipped over and on top of this hole, but keep in mind, quick little geometry lesson. It is a round hole. It is a rectangular table and it is bats. So that means it is not a perfect covering.
Yet.
Keep that in mind. There are areas on the sides that still allow egress for these bats to come up and out, potentially. So table is now over opening, which means, yeah, Genbu, you pointed it out for me. Thank you. So
Chad, keep your comments to yourself.
Thinking it the whole
Already
time.
crossed my mind. So you have the opening almost covered, but it is, as pointed out, it's about 3/4 cover for this hole. So the Narla is now on top. Prin, do you use your tentacles to hold this down, or are you going to use your spell? You're using the spell instead, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, because it is your turn. Oh wait, no, not yours. Your turn. And thinking of ink, it is your turn now that Nipsey has with help of the assistant, gotten the table over the hole, mostly.
Okay, at this point, all I'm gonna do is prepare my attack action for the second something is visible to me.
Sure.
I guess I will probably focus steady aim and wait by the opening of the hole.
Okay, sounds good. Kura, what about you?
I think I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna hold my action to attack. Not until I see until it like leaves. If it gets through the hole, I'm gonna attack because I don't want it to deal with 3/4 cover. So if it gets out of the hole,
so you're waiting for them to emerge out.
out of the hole, yeah.
Fair. Very fair. Okay, so that now brings us to the top of the next round, and that means that yes, these creatures are going to be attempting to fly out from the narrow openings. So let's see how they do with this and if they manage to make it out. All right, so you will start seeing the wings of these creatures peeking out over the side, and at one point you even see a smaller face trying to poke itself through. However, what you will all be able to take in, because you are also focused on these creatures, these bats are, the usual size of bats. Fuzzy brown bodies, thick leathery black wings. Long, saber-like fangs, however, are sticking out of their mouths. So you would know that you have some saber-toothed bats in your midst. You're not quite sure how many exactly because of the table. You're only seeing, little bits and pieces of them. But you do see that they're trying to get out, but it's almost like that effect with moths against a window screen. When they see a light, it's that ping, 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 ping. They're not quite able to find the way to get out. But that means that now Ink and Kura and Prin can all attempt to do something since you... Oh, wait, no, Kura, because you said until they're out.
Yeah, until they're out, yeah.
So, Ink, were you until they were out, until you could see? Which was it? You're muted.
Till I could see them. So
Okay,
I am,
so
and
you've
I'm-
seen them, so you can take your action now.
Great. I am like standing right over the hole, and I'm just gonna, seeing this, like reposition my sword in my hand and just start skewering.
We're tenderizing the bats. Okay. Okay. So
Back to
let's-
I
Bob's.
love this so much.
Bat kebabs.
And I get advantage on this roll because I used my focus thing.
Okay.
Okay, and it's a good thing you did because that absolutely will hit. So go ahead and let's get the damage then on that.
5.
5. Excellent. Okay, and then Prin. Or is there, I'm sorry, Ink, is there anything else that you were going to... You gonna move or anything like that? Or you
No,
gonna stay put?
I'm gonna stay where I am. That's it.
Okay. All right, great. Prin, you have your situation as specified.
Mhm.
These creatures are now visible. They are not out of the hole yet, but they are trying to. They're just not very graceful about it.
Yeah. Prin just has like a sour look on her face. She takes out the vial. And she's like, I wish I didn't have to do this twice in a day. So she downs it.
Oh.
She leans her head like right next to the bath and then just unleashes this like unholy belch down the hole.
This is so perfect for this group.
Yep.
So it's like it's the mephitic croak.
Mephitic
So-
croak. Okay.
So yeah, it's gonna hopefully just funnel that belch down for these cats.
Okay, so we have to do the dex save throw on their part, correct?
Mm-hmm. I'll just
Against
roll the damage to make sure, just since that's
okay,
already.
and I'm doing it against what is it for you? A 13? 13. Yeah.
13, yeah.
Okay, so they make it.
Oh,
Okay.
Wow.
Really good damage as well, though.
Okay, so that's 11 points of
So it's still very decent damage.
So it's
quite
like
frankly.
what is that? That's 5 points.
That's-
Either about 5 points each of acid and thunder damage to them.
We'll treat it as because you got 11. It looks like for both of them, we'll say.
Mhm.
So we'll split it where it will be 6 and
Mhm.
6. So we'll say 6 poison, 6 thunder.
Okay.
Except, acid, not poison. So 6 acid, 6 thunder. So
Okay.
you do see these little critters.
That poor one that was just sticking
They
its head up,
do.
just like.
Yeah, right. They do take on, and I said it was 6 for the other one.
Mhm.
Okay, so they do take on this damage. However, one of them, the one that stuck its face out, definitely took the severity of it, and it's really not looking good. In fact, it's almost like blinking its eyes, not looking too great. And that is, I think, everything that we have going on for everyone who's been holding, correct?
Oh,
Right.
Gnarly gets on the table.
Narla?
Oh, yeah.
I
That
said
was the
Narla
whole-
was on the table.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
Great. Wonderful.
yeah.
That was
I put
the only
Narla on the
other-
table
yeah.
already.
Great.
So there we go. Okay. So there we go. That is basically everything in terms of when they've appeared. They couldn't get out. The actions were activated. And now that brings us back to the round with Uki. You are now up for your actual action.
Great. Uki is going to use, this could be bad, my last second level spell to cast Maddening Whispers once again. I am going to attempt to incapacitate these bats so that their speed goes to 0, which means they can't fly. Then maybe we can
Yes, it
step on them. That's the goal. So Uki begins talking, like mouth open, avoid speech, like coming out of
Narla
mouth.
starts getting excited.
Yeah. Even if Narla passes out, it's fine. You're just dead right on the table. So you have to. These bats must succeed on a charisma saving throw. They are saber-tooth bats. I can't imagine their charisma is very high.
Okay.
Right? And you need to
Okay.
beat a 13. Please don't beat a 13.
So it said charisma for this?
Yes.
Oh,
Wow,
whoa.
they are
No!
charismatic bat.
Oh
Just-
my
Well,
Like, they're bats. They aren't listening.
they're actually just rolling really well.
Yeah.
Do you fly here often?
Yeah.
like one just like winks. Like,
Whoa, okay.
like-
Well,
You're driving
okay.
me batty, baby.
So they succeed.
well
Is there any bonus action or anything that Uki would want to take?
no, I don't actually know that Uki can. Let me double check. But I don't think I can do anything in
Checking.
addition.
Or
For-
any movement or anything like that you want to do?
That's a full action. No, I guess. Okay, you know what? I imagine that now that I've seen this creature, I can turn. Oh no, I can't do flying speed. No, I can't do flying speed.
It's fourth.
It's fourth.
right?
Yeah, you're right. It's fourth
Yeah.
level. So Uki, No, that's all Uki does. I just go, they ain't listening to me. As I'm like,
What about Narla? Narla's all worked up. She's been hearing the void speech. We know how Narla gets with void talk and...
Narla, he's gonna be all right. I try to reach out and pet Narla's goatee.
Wait, was she gonna do anything though? Because she has
Narla,
her...
can Narla do anything?
I mean, I don't know. Can she? She could try and ram one of them, like headbutt it.
Without. Well, she is weighing the table down.
She is. You can keep her there if you want to just keep her there.
Yeah, I'm gonna just. I'm like, Narla, don't you dare move.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she stays put.
Yep. That's it. That's it. That's what we got.
I like Strider's suggestion. That's cracking me up. All right. That then brings us to Prin. You just had your belch do its thing. They were successful, however. So then I took half damage.
Mm-hmm.
Well, looks like plan B. Well, fire always works on little bats, and she'll just have a little sphere of fire and just like funnel it down this hole.
Okay, so let's get the damage going on that one, because that's a melee spell attack, right?
Or
a spell attack, I mean.
Yep. Let me see, where is it? Where is my fire? Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Oh, firebolt will absolutely hit. Yep,
hey,
let's see the damage.
3 points of damage. 3 points.
You know,
a lot of bats.
fire.
Yes, it's like Drano. Chat. So as this firebolt shoots down into this hole, a couple things happen. One of the bats gets hit directly, and you see it spiraling lifeless down, 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 down. Now you only see the upper extent of the length of the shaft, and you see two other bats flapping their wings furiously with their long saber fangs sticking out from their mouths as this other bat goes spinning down. Now it's singed a little bit, so there's slight fire on its fur. So as it's spinning down, 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 you see this little spark as it gets smaller and smaller and smaller, smaller and smaller as it goes down that hole until it's not exactly snuffed out so much as it gets too deep to see it extinguish.
I would advise the rest of you not to fall down that hole. I don't think it hit ground. Assistant, continue poking. So I want the assistant just kind of like just like down like around the.
I literally see it like assistants, like almost like this.
Yeah.
Poking thing.
It's very like just like unenthusiastic, but very fast.
Okay. Let's get the assistant's attack in there. The attack will miss with his claws.
It's a good
Not
try.
enough to. I think it's more like the bats because they sort of had a flash and they're sort of sporadic in their motion with sudden bursts of light, and the assistant not exactly being as quick and nimble, you know, an undead body. So it just doesn't quite work out to their advantage. That now brings us to Nipsey. It is your turn.
Yeah, so Nipsey, none of these bats are out.
One is way down.
Yeah.
Two of them are still flapping around. Yeah.
Right. All right. Yeah, Nipsey's gonna hold his action. Yeah, he's gonna hold his action, but he's also going to grab yet another one of those feather dusters that he's made and hold it in his hand.
So you're gonna ready your action with your feather duster.
Yes, ready in action with the feather duster
until one of the bats come out.
Yes.
Is that the plan?
Yes.
Cool.
Or
Excellent.
damage to the table happens.
Take your pick. It's either the bats come out or damage.
Oh yes. Bats come out.
Bats.
Come out.
Okay.
Yes.
Sounds good. Cool. And then Ink.
Okay.
You are up.
Just like
You were making bat kebabs before.
moving too fast. You're moving too fast. And I cast Hobble on the bats.
Yes,
as a bonus
slow them
action
down.
to slow them down as much as I can. They have to succeed on a dexterity saving throw of
dear.
ooh, wait. 18?
Okay, I also just realized that I had to up the dex
18?
save on their
Yeah.
part because they have a. Okay, so here's their roll.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
They got a 14.
Okay. All right. So their speed is halved.
Okay.
And then I will use my regular action to continue skewering, hopefully with them being slower.
I just want everybody to note, now that we have character art in, this little mushroom folk
Little moosh.
stabbing all of these bats is
That's the sound he makes.
I've ever heard.
I'm loving the imagery of this one. Little Ink, and it's like their wingspan is probably on par with Ink's height,
Yeah.
which makes it even better. But you see, like they're kind of like almost like they're having a hard time flapping their wings.
Yeah.
It's as if they're flying through like a thicker, not so much air as it would be like a thicker agent of some
Right.
sort.
Right.
So their speed is halved.
I am going to guess that a 13 doesn't hit, correct?
13 just hits.
It does. Okay, great. I will keep that
Yes.
then.
Excellent. So we're looking at a total of 10?
Mm-hmm.
Lovely. Okay, so once again, Ink is able to keybob a couple of these bats. They both take a
Nice.
little damage on as a result, but the both of them are still there. However, they are sluggish in their motions. How long does the hobble last? Is it a minute?
It is until the end of the bat's next turn.
Until the end of
Okay.
the next turn.
Mm.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
So you have this for a little bit at least, so that's good. Kura, they are still slowed down. It is your turn. What would you like to do with these two saber-toothed bats?
Is there another table around?
No,
No.
there is not.
Okay.
We're gonna X mark the spot in this bitch.
Yeah, I'll have to cover it up fully.
Let's see. I know how to do this.
Okay.
Okay.
These things are really far down. They have 3/4
They're
cover.
actually right at the edge of flying out. They've just been rather ungraceful with trying to emerge in the narrower opening that has been
Yeah.
created, and now they've been hobbled.
I don't think I have much I can do, but I'm gonna swing for him. I'll swing and try and attack hit this thing with my quarter
Okay.
staff.
Let's see
Let's
how you
hope
do.
it hits. Nope.
It will
That
miss.
does
With a
not
9,
hit.
it will miss. Nope. Is there
Um
any bonus action you'd like to take?
yes.
Okay.
I think I can take it. Wait, hold on. I just need to make sure. I can't remember. I play monks a lot, but not at level 3, so I don't know what comes at level 3 or not. Okay, no, I can't do anything just yet.
Okay. All right.
yeah, that's gonna be in my
totally cool. Okay, so now it is the bat's turn, and they're once again going to try and fly out of the impediment in front of them. But they get a 7. There's no way they're struggling to get their wings at the right angle to poke out and through. Plus, they know they're being attacked. There's been this flash of light. They're still disoriented, so they are not able to fly out. Yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that for them because it's not like anyone's dangling any body parts into the hole either, so they can't go and try and bite something.
Hey guys, they're
Just
not
saying.
getting out. We could just leave. That's an option.
We're gonna have to leave Narla behind.
I think they want to
look-
get out really, really bad.
I mean, we're
Okay.
not doing okay. Okay.
Okay.
But I do have a question. Does it look like when they hit the table, does it look like they would like at any risk of actually moving it?
Mm-mm.
No.
No,
Okay.
they don't have the strength to move the table. It's more that you've made it an obstacle for
Yeah,
them because
okay.
it's not this nice wide opening that they're used to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right now they're trying to navigate, and they're not doing it well because they're hobbled. So they're definitely not getting out of there, and it is the end of their term, which means that hobbled
That's
is
done.
now done.
Yeah.
But that gives us Uki. It is your turn.
Uki's eye twitches as I look to the group. There's like this moment where I imagine we hear all the bats like hit the table. It
like-
tries to like pop up, but it doesn't. I go, what are we gonna do?
I don't know. I mean, I'm struggling to hit these things down there, honestly. So we could.
Oh, what if we light the fire on table? Or the table on fire?
Light the fire on
that's
table.
Yeah, the table on fire.
Okay, I do not advise doing that. That'll make the table go by really fast.
But they gonna have to fly
This
through the
is an
fiery
old,
table.
dry table.
But guess what's underneath
Just
it?
saying.
I
The
like it.
bats.
I'm all for it.
Uki goes, Narla, jump! And I'm gonna toss a fireball, cause druid, that's basic. Like Uki like snaps and.
Okay.
I guess it's against table.
Table, it's gonna hit.
Right.
It's inanimate.
Right. How about then I'm gonna roll for Narla to not be on the table.
Oh no.
Oh
So
god.
Narla
Okay.
gets a jump.
Narla's a cave goat. Narla's pretty darn nimble. I'd be surprised if she didn't make it with a 1 foot opening
It's true.
to
Sturdy
hop
climber.
onto the other side. Yeah.
Don't
She does get advantage on any kind of sturdy climbing.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. She got a 9. Y'all, my
She got
rolls
a
tonight
Ooh.
are not great.
Oh,
I'm like, Narla, get off
cooked
the
goat.
table.
Okay.
Okay. So Narla is going to be able to leap off, but she loses.
Oh,
her
I'm
footing.
so
gonna have
sorry.
her-
That has a +4 because of Narla's athletics. So that would
Then
actually
she's-
be a 13.
Then she's fine. She's absolutely
Great.
fine.
Fantastic.
Narla leaps off. Table is still in there. And Uki
Does it go up?
fireball.
Yeah. Uki tosses a fireball, pew pew, Mario style.
It's a table. It doesn't do anything. It's gonna hit.
Great.
Is it on fire now?
I just want the bats to have to fly through this dumpster
Let's get the
fire.
damage on the fireball for this one.
Yes. Okay. Oh no! Don't do this to me. Roll 20. Don't do
Uh-oh.
this to me. Roll 20.
Did it freeze up?
It did. I might have to refresh my roll
no.
20. It's all right. Ain't the
yeah,
worst
that
thing in
happens
the
sometimes.
world, but
No.
let me actually do it this way. I'm wondering if I can't. Search it, and then I can just roll it the old-fashioned way. Let's see, because I clicked. The
Okay,
sheet.
so let's put it this way. Since Uki is shouting to Narla, get off the table.
Yeah.
Y'all have been traveling with each other long enough. Do the rest of you stay sort of leaning over, or do you hear Uki in his alert, in their alert to Narla, telling her to leave? Do you stay leaning over this thing, or do you all start to take a step back?
I think
Yeah.
I'd probably stay.
I grab ink. I grab ink and pull them back. I think I see ink saying, I'm like, nope.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm so sorry. Each creature in a 20-foot must make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
In a
Okay, so we're
25
definitely
foot
in there.
radius.
20
I
foot
think.
radius. So basically,
20
y'all got to
foot
hit the
radius.
walls.
Mhm.
Yeah, you got to
Yeah.
jump back a little bit.
So do you have to make the save, or we're just gonna say
Yes.
story-wise? Okay.
And then I'll
Ooh.
Make the save. Let's see what comes up.
Dex safe.
Deck
Ooh.
save. Okay.
Okay. Hey, very
Okay.
nice, gang.
Looking good. Okay.
All right.
Ooh,
Okay.
okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's not a. I'm
Okay.
sorry, not a fireball. It's a.
I'm a nimble little shroom.
Yeah, what it is? It's like a fire.
Fire sphere
Firebolt?
or firebolt.
It's
Flaming hands.
Yes, sure. Yes, I believe.
Snake
I
palm.
believe. It is.
There are a lot of fire spells. for
There's
druids.
so many
Sometimes
fire
fire.
spells. Yeah, and I cannot remember. It's like
Produce
one of the
flame,
low
that's
tier
another
ones
one.
though, because it is not fireball. That's the big one.
Is it
It's,
produce flame that you're doing?
Produce
Firebolt is
flame.
a-
Thank you very
produce
much.
flame.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. That's the one I'm thinking of. Because somebody else was like fireball. I was like, no,
Which
that's
flavor
the
of
big
fire
one.
are we going for?
Yeah, that's the one I want. So produce flame. So it only is gonna do. I'm sorry.
So yeah, you all are fine.
Yeah, so it lights up dim light, so now the space is lit. Actually, y'all don't have to
You
make
don't,
it because it
it's
doesn't
not the-
explode. But it only does 1d8, but it's still.
It's a table.
It's a table. Oh, nope, not what I wanted. Oh,
So many VTTs with different.
Right, yeah,
different
right.
syntax.
All right.
I can't even. Okay, so only 3 points of damage to this table, and I'm like trying to like
Okay.
get it to light
So-
up faster.
The table does ignite in the center and starts to burn. You do hear a little bit of distress from underneath because the light's been enhanced now. And these are
Right.
bats, so keep that in mind. But you could still feasibly, if you wanted to, keep up with attacking these creatures with the fire that's starting in the center of the table because this is not an out of control flame.
Right.
This is something that is going to increase and grow from the center of the table. So right now you have it just burning in the center, which means you have about 1.5 foot of play on either side of those openings.
Okay. Great. That's it. Narla makes it. I make
Okay.
it. We all hit the deck.
They'll step
as
back
my
from-
tiny fireball's like pooh.
So Prin, it is your turn now.
All right. So Prin gets up from hitting the deck and sees the table's burning. And, well, you don't like fire. See if you don't like this. And she'll form like a sphere that is changing color. And she will just smack, have it shoot toward within the gaps that are still in there. So that's going to be chromatic orb.
Okay, cool.
And that is going to be. Oh, where's my?
What do you need on the bat side? Is that an attack
Oh,
roll on
no.
your side or
That's
a save
attack.
on mine?
Oh, that's an attack roll on my side. So just.
Is it?
Hmm?
Okay.
22.
That'll work.
Wow.
Let me just see.
Let's see here.
Yeah, she'll do lightning.
Nice.
That's great.
Oops.
Okay.
Ah, wait. Sorry, that was the wrong thing.
You
Let me
take
see here.
3d8. Dang.
13.
Dang.
13 points of lightning.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Okay, so with that,
Wow.
you can see that once again, you still have the two bats, but one is really not looking good. It's almost like one wing is still keeping it mostly aloft as the other one is looking tattered and worn. And it's even sort of like not showing as much ability to stay aloft as a result. So yeah, you did some damage with that one for sure. Anything else you would like to have the assistant do?
Yep. Continue on. Just the claws.
Okay, so let's see if the claws...
13.
13 will just hit. So the claws will go in and make contact easily with the one who's looking extremely injured. What would the damage be for the claws? Pardon my clearing of throat.
6 points.
6.
And
So-
it has to make a
Red-
con save if it's not dying.
Well, one is definitely gone. In the process of knocking the one out, and again, its body starts plummeting down. His claw sort of upswings and nicks the other one. So that one will need to make a con save.
Okay.
Straight up. Looks like. Here we go. And they got a 10.
Oh, I just made it.
Oh, it just made it shoot.
It just made it. It's a low. It's a
That's
low.
just
It's a low.
doing too
DC.
good.
Yeah. These
Okay.
are skillful bats.
These
They don't
aren't your
remember
average
about-
bats. So that is everything for then Prin, which moves us over to Nipsey. There is the one singular bat left.
Okay, that still hasn't really.
It hasn't been able to figure its way out
Right,
from the
so-
blocked area.
So I'm retracting my ready action with the feather duster, and instead Nipsey will go behind his back and pull out his quarterstaff with the pike on it,
Oop.
and he says,
Fish.
"Right, well, could be a fish. This is a petrified fish. It is sharp." And Nipsey
I kind of love
says,
that idea.
Nipsey's gonna go and draw inspiration from ink, and will now try and just stab down with the
Okay.
pike at the bat. And
Okay.
while he's doing that, he'll say, "Pick up the trash. Pick up the trash." So,
Love Yes.
yeah. So then he's got his pike.
Ooh.
And, do I still have an advantage? I think I've used all my advantages.
I think all the advantages got used up.
Yeah, they did. That's
Chat.
well,
But you know
Yeah.
what? I'm going to give you this because technically there's some bizarre form of flanking happening because you do have Ink who's been stabbing into the area as well.
right.
So that means I'm going to give you that 22.
All right. Well then,
that
let
we
me look
bottlenecked
at
this whole.
what we get with that pike, and we get 5 piercing.
5
damage.
piercing. Okay. So with that, hold on, I forgot to do some mathing. Do. The bat is now looking definitely worse for wear. With the stabbing of the pike from Nipsey. Yeah, it's looking badder. Let's put it that way. Anything else for Nipsey?
No, Nipsey will save any other things that he can do for later.
Sounds good. Ink, you are up then as a result. It is your turn in the order.
Yeah, I mean, tried and true, baby. Yeah.
Bat kebab. Saber-tooth bat kebab.
Yeah. And they're
That's
roasting
gonna hit.
now.
They're roasted.
Right? They're roasting. We really, oh dear God, we actually have kebabs happening. So, with that 25, you absolutely will hit.
Wow.
And with
for
10
10.
piercing. Okay. What about sneak attack? Are you going to use that at all?
Oh, I can, right?
Yes.
Because
Yeah,
now
you have
Nipsey's here.
advantage.
You are
Okay.
stabbing
She's
from
right
both
there.
sides.
Ooh.
Okay. So, Ink, how do you do away with the last saber-tooth bat with your rapier?
The last one, I really do want to kebab it, like full on bat down to the end of
Okay.
the sword. I'm just gonna like spin it around in the flame a minute, and I pull it out, and like. I'm
Important
gonna
not to
start
waste
waddling
it.
away.
How is
Okay.
it? Yeah.
How does it taste?
Hard.
Charred bat.
Okay.
High in nutrients,
So-
though. So that's
Well, it's a
good.
shame most
High
of them
in
fell
protein.
down that hole. Oh well.
Yeah.
So Ink is getting a little sustenance with the saber-tooth bat kebab. You are now out of initiative as a result. Everything in that room has been done away with as much as possible. The table is still burning, and as the fire sort of works its way across, it breaks the table in two as a result. And you hear this cracking sound like you would hear with wood burning in a fire. And then again, the two pieces of the table fall inwards to that opening. And if you were to look, you would see the spinning pieces of these tables falling down this opening. And it's not that the flames extinguish, it's the darkness from the depth of this opening sort of engulfs, and that's all you get. And if you try and listen, you might after a little bit hear a faint thunk.
Can I count? I want to do some math. I want to see if I can count how many seconds it takes before I hit the thunk, and then just see if I can
Ooh,
calculate the
Kara.
distance.
It'll take you, let me see here.
as a
I'm doing my
physics
math
student,
right, about maybe about, well, are we doing D&D physics or actual physics?
D&D physics. Let's go.
I was about to say
It's 10 feet a second, right?
I
Type of thing?
think
every 3
so.
seconds. I
Yeah,
thought.
yeah. No,
Basically
10
a round.
Right.
Yeah, so if it's 10 feet a second, it takes a while.
Oh,
9.6
It takes a while, like about
meters a
two,
second or something like that.
over 2 minutes
Before
Oh.
it hits the bottom.
before it hits the button. It's deep. You're basically looking at about a 200 plus foot hole.
oh.
Yeah.
Well,
So Kira just kind of sits there, like lays there listening as everyone like goes about their business, and just goes, "Yeah, that's about 200 meters deep."
well,
Yep.
ooh, well, that's good for Nyarla. So
Well,
that
no-
the table held.
Pat.
Yeah.
Narla. You know what that means?
Means
y'all ain't no.
supposed to be here.
Wait, what?
As you've all been looking down into this hole to figure out what's happening, you have raised a ruckus of your own sorts. It's not just the bats who have heard you at this point. There has been shouting, there has been clanking around, there have been things falling down this opening. And as you've all been looking over there, you have garnered the attention of one of the denizens in this level of the Scarlet Citadel. And as you turn, would you turn or would you respond?
No, I would absolutely turn. I was
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
whip out my quarter staff immediately, like.
Okay, as you turn, you see this crimson ogre standing there with a rather gruff and almost puzzled expression as they look at you. There's only supposed to be 3. Now there's more. Not supposed to be here.
Only.
We came to return an owlbear.
Delivery.
I don't. Nope. Nope. Not one of them. Nope.
They got scared, ran away.
Apologies, dire owl bear.
Yes.
Don't. Nope. Not responsible for them. Nope.
Okay.
Damn. Nope. Not. Nope. Not take the prisoners. Take care of them.
Prisoners.
Prisoners.
You got a name, fine sir?
Scar.
Ah.
Yours.
Hi, I'm Kuriko.
Gerald.
Gerald.
My name is not Kuriko,
Not Kirko.
but you can call me not.
Okay. And now at this point, we're looking at performance,
Yeah.
or preparation, or
Oh
let's see
man.
if let's see.
I mean, they're all the same for
Deception.
me.
I will give you deception as well.
Yeah.
Performance, persuasion, or deception.
I think deception is past at this point. I think it's more performance right now because, like, yeah.
Bad for me.
17.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Gerald.
So yeah, this ogre, he's this crimson ogre, I should say. He sort of just looks at you and Gerald, not Kirko.
I nudge Prin. Like,
Let's see where this goes.
yeah. I'm here to investigate your prison to make sure
Yes.
it's safe for those in which are incarcerated.
Making sure it's up to standard.
Nope, not how it works here. Nope.
Okay.
You won't like that. Nope.
Who?
Well-
You need to go.
What if Gellert asked for us
Oh yeah.
by name?
Yes, you were sent here.
We have
your
a
proof.
reputation around this place.
Best to have your proof.
Okay, well, we have his dire owlbear outside.
Actually, we kind of left it in town, but we got it.
It's outside, but you left it bound and gagged outside.
Yeah,
It was also about to break free from the bindings about so many rounds ago.
you just go check for it, and we'll wait here. And then when you come back, we can have our appointment with Gellert.
Yeah.
Nope, don't work like that.
Don't.
I have a question. Could you just, like, we could just go. You know, we could just go meet Gellert and just be out of your hair now.
Yep.
Nope, don't work like that.
But pray, dear friend, how might it work?
You go the way you came. Leave.
We were asked for it, and we have come here. I don't care how you think it works. We're here to see Geller.
That's right.
You're not gonna like that.
Well, then you can tell him.
He's in a bad mood.
I can get in the bad
Prisoner's
mood.
not being cooperative.
What if we was to go to prison?
Wait,
That's what we. Oops. We're here to see your prison. Gerald the incarcerated, they call me.
Damn it, Dot.
I think we're in the prison.
Okay.
Okay. Good. No, yeah, arrest us.
He looks a little like, you gonna come willingly?
Does it mean we get to follow you and not come back the way we came? I look at the group. Then that's
Yes,
what
yes.
we're here for.
Yes. However this goes, and you take us, do your job.
Yep.
I arrested these people for Gellert, and
Yep.
I've also been here to help with this prisoner who's not cooperating.
Deception check.
I nudge Narla like be the one that's not cooperating.
Oh, it's gonna be so bad. Because the ogre said that Gellert is in a bad mood because the prisoner's not cooperating. So I
Oh,
kind
he
of
didn't
latched
say
onto that.
Gellert. He said he.
Oh, he. Okay. Still same thing. I'm just gonna latch onto that and just be like, yeah, I'm here to help with that. Deception is not gonna be great, but let's hope.
You got
Nope.
this.
Oh my.
Oh my no.
Nope.
No.
You first.
Right.
He's like clearing his throat and he's pulling out this manacle chain system that has been draped across one of his belts, and he's going with the about to handcuff you, Kura.
No.
I'm
not
coming
crazy with that.
willingly. I'm okay. I'm just gonna walk. I like to have my hands free. I'm a bit of a fidgeter. But I'm here. We're here willingly. Let's either way.
You know what? We brought our own chains. I look at the group because we're standing here in this room still, right? That had that big binding chain that clearly drops down the hole.
Many chains with many hooks
many
and many
hooks.
bits and pieces of bodies and whatnot. Yes.
I look over at the party. I'm like, it's too bad we got all this chain to bind us up to not go down that hole.
Them chains there before.
We told you we was here to inspect them.
Don't work like that.
Can I? How far away is he from this hook that's hanging off the center chain that clearly drops down?
We're near it. He is actually standing right at the other opening. So from the door that you came in,
okay,
there's a slight hallway, and then you'd be in the center of the oubliette area.
Right.
Where he is standing is actually at a 90-degree angle from that little hallway in the oubliette. So that is where Scar is standing. It's a completely different section than from where you came. He's pointing to the door that you came from to leave.
Right. This
He's
way.
blocking the other area where you could leave.
Right. Well, since we're just gonna have to come willingly, why don't you lead the way?
I tell you where to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
First.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll hop on in
Yeah. We'll,
prison.
yeah. We'll do that.
Okay. Cool.
We're just gonna.
So,
Uki, you first. I push Uki.
Wait,
Uki's
are
a real
Yuki.
problem.
Wait, hold on.
Problem
Wait,
child.
you mean Narla?
Oh, Narla. Yeah, Narla. Narla. I don't know.
Narla
Narla for
goes
me and my
first.
goat no more.
Where does
So-
Narla start and Yuki begin?
So, hello, Raiders. You've come in for a very interesting scene.
Oh no.
So,
Yeah.
as Narla starts leading the way, who would be going after Narla? Uki, do you stay close to your darling deer?
Yeah.
Actually,
I'm gonna
darling goat, I should say.
I'd like to create a distraction so that everybody else. The whole time I'm talking to this. You said he's an ogre or
He's
half
an ogre,
orc.
crimson
He's
ogre.
he's a crimson
no
ogre.
Yeah.
I'm like, let me tell you, this here goat, this cave goat. You best be careful about them. All them digits they've got, because they will slip right out them handcuffs. This right here is #1 criminal surface side. Why you think they sent us all the way here to escort? And I'm just gonna I just want the attention to be on Narla.
Or persuasion. Let's
Just
go.
Try to
Oh
get
my
him to
God.
stay focused on something else so that the rest of the group can. Oh, not Narla. Don't roll for Narla. Roll for Uki.
Nuki.
Come on, Uki. Come on,
Come on,
character
Uki.
sheet. I'm gonna roll, y'all. It don't matter. It's all the same. I'm gonna deceive him. What the heck?
Holy
Whoa.
Oh my.
Wow.
This here
Yes.
goat is a word. This is the criminal of the surface underworld. We have brought it a long way. Who you think tied up that dire owlbear?
then that group then more good for than just the eating then.
You best believe it. Last time somebody tried to eat it, it ate them.
That's a good goat.
Some might say that's what that person said sliding down his gullet. Am I distracted enough for them to like?
Oh, very.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
You've successfully distracted the Crimson Ochre Scar
So,
and the DM.
So I'm hoping
hey,
to give
it's a party
advantage
now.
to the rest of the party while they figure out what the hell to do.
The rest
I
of you
don't know what
would
we're doing.
absolutely be able to move, because at this point, Scar's kind of stepped forward and he's stooping over to speak with Uki and Narla, because I mean, higher stature, lower stature situation. So you would all be able to, if you wanted to, skirt around where he's standing or hoof it back out the way you came. Which would it be?
So, Kura, like, as this discussion is happening, like that chain that is there, I'm just gonna kind of like Star Wars it around his feet. Because that's the height that I'm at. And then I'm gonna signal for Kura to like make a distraction and run so that he'll go and try to chase
nice.
you.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait, I just need to. Can
So
you
you're
describe that
taking a
again?
large
So
chain.
I'm taking a chain, wrapping it around his feet while Uki is doing their deceptions,
Okay.
getting it nice and taut, and then once like the conversation stops, I'm gonna be like, Kura, go, and like because he already clearly doesn't trust Kura, so Kura's gonna be like, I'm leaving, and like
Okay.
Okay. So you're not active. You're not using the center chain and winch system. You're using one of the side chains. Is what I'm asking.
the
Because if you're using that large center hook attached to the winch, that's gonna make noise.
no,
Okay.
no,
Okay.
that's
okay.
not
So
what
you're
I'm
using like
picturing.
one of
Yeah,
the
a side
side
one.
little
Yes.
dangling ones. Okay. Okay. So give me a sleight of hand with advantage because you have Uki with such a great distraction.
Yeah, I'm gonna get even louder. I tell you,
Good
Oh my god!
double crits.
I don't like.
Yes!
Wow.
What?
Yes.
this
Wow.
guy is screwed.
The universe.
fate wants this plan to work.
Yes.
Literally.
Wow.
Stop it! I have never seen that before. Okay, so yes, you are absolutely able to get this chain wrapped around the ankle of this very sizable crimson ogre who is leaning over and like taking in everything Uki has to say about the graces and the charms of Narla and her abilities. To the point it's almost like he must be taking like mental notes, like might need to get his own pet cave goat type of situation. Chain is around the ankle. Scar the ogre is definitely distracted. What are you all going to do now that this has been set up as is?
Yeah,
Which way are you going?
Ink signaled to me to distract. Now I feel like he probably did something similar to this at the very least in the Margrave. I can imagine Ink being the type of person to like sneakily tie someone's shoelaces together and then get Kira to distract them to get them to chase after them. So we've done a similar thing before. So I'm gonna, because I feel like running away probably won't be enough of a distraction. So I'm gonna swing at the ogre just to get him like looking at me and then run.
Okay. So you're going to engage an attack, is what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Okay, give me a minute because PDFs being PDFs
Yup.
just did a major hiccup on me.
Oh, nose.
Yeah, it totally just cleared the, it hopped over to a different sheet. No, I want Scar.
Yo, if we trick this guy, this will be one of my greatest D&D moments.
So you're going in for the attack now with Scar is what's happening? Is that the plan or?
Yes, I'm gonna swing at Scar and
Here he
slam
is.
him across the head with my quarterstaff, my cherry blossom branch. I'm gonna actually hit.
One moment, please. I need to get an actual book.
Yeah,
Okay, let's see if I even hit because you might not even need it. Hold on.
nothing like a.
Oh, I hit. 24.
24 most likely will hit.
Speaking of book,
Okay.
get your own
Here
copy
we
of Scarlet
go.
Citadel
Here
today
we
on
go.
koboldpress.com.
Koboldpress.com.
Watch this be
Wait, all your
Overcome a
kobold
Crimson. So yes, with that, here we go. Crimson Lineage.
Oh, look at
it.
it.
Really cool.
Today,
That.
you can actually get to see what this fellow looks like.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Ladies and
okay.
gentlemen.
So you said a 24. 24 will absolutely hit.
I don't know if damage really matters, but 11 damage, and then
11
I'm going to, because I don't know if this
Well-
count. Does this count as a surprise attack? Will I get an opportunity attack if I run, or what would happen?
I would say so. Yes.
Okay, so this is a surprise attack. So yeah, I'm gonna immediately
He's
run.
being distracted by Uki. He's not looking for any attack. Like he's kind of with that successful roll earlier. Absolutely.
that's
So
good.
yeah, you can get that. You can
Correct.
get that strike in.
And then I make sure he like looks up to see I've done it, and then I'm gonna run like deeper into the
Okay.
into the citadel.
So where would you have hit him?
Across the side of the head.
This is a large creature.
Oh wow! Across the side
Be
of the
big.
head.
Like beside the head.
Oops.
Yeah.
I mean, he was stooping over to speak.
Yeah.
Okay.
So across the side. Actually, okay, I'm just gonna be like more like a golf swing right between the legs.
Oh my gosh! Oh.
And okay, so with a 24 and a two-handed swing and an 11 on contact, yes, absolutely. You see him and just like double over, clenching. And what are you gonna do now that he is sort of double over in pain?
I'm gonna try and run and see if it chases after me.
Oh my gosh.
Uh,
I go.
he will try and bring this. Yeah, he got it. So he is actually going to go for a swing on this one.
Oh wait, so you don't? Oh damn. Okay.
Yeah, you're right there. So he is able to.
Yeah.
It's one of those things like he's holding himself and he glares at you and he goes in for.
Fun.
Oh, let's just say his yeah, we're gonna take his morning star. Let's do that. That'll be fun.
I think I've got, yes, I'm gonna show y'all in Roll20 because I think I can actually show you this creature.
Yeah. But he'll whiff because he's in so much pain.
Oh, with a nat one.
Oh.
This
And
guy.
actually,
I'm just gonna be yelling
see.
like, "You can't catch
So
me!"
he's
I'm just
gonna
running.
whiff. He's gonna whiff, but he's still able to hold on to his morning star even though he's in intense pain.
Okay.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay. But he's alerted. He is, however, he's got this chain around his foot. He hasn't moved yet to find this out.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
Kerr's
I'm
already
fine.
running by. So you're running around into behind him area, right? Kura?
I'm trying to go. Like, I'm assuming we're walking or we're heading in a direction already. I'm trying to go deep into the citadel. Like,
Okay, so then yeah, you'd be running around him. You would be going back the other way. Okay, so you're running past. So you get past just by the skin of your teeth after attacking him. But he is. There we go. Thank you very much.
That's what he looks like when he
so
took that
cool.
quarterstaff between the legs.
So the rest of you, he is tied by the ankle, not distracted anymore.
Okay.
You all still need to get around him.
I mount up on Narla. Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow
So
behind
Narla's gonna-
Kura. Look at everybody and go, run!
Okay. So then everyone give me an athletics or acrobatics at this point. And let's say so Ink will make it
Okay.
with a 25.
Question: can I roll it with Narla instead, since Narla's doing the running?
You're on Narla, yes.
Okay. Beautiful.
Okay. Oh dear. Oh boy.
No.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I rolled it. Narla
Okay.
botched it.
Kryn makes it. Nipsey makes it.
Oh wait, no, I have advantage on. Oh no, that's if we're climbing. We ain't climbing nothing. Never mind.
Yeah.
Well, you could
Well, I
climb. You
mean-
could climb the ogre.
Climb
Yeah,
the,
he's hunched over.
The wall. Can I run the
the
wall?
wall. You could climb that wall.
Okay, if I climb the wall, I get to take it with advantage. Which seems.
So climb the wall.
Yeah, I go. Yep.
Okay. So then you would be able to, climb the wall and work your way around behind him.
Okay.
And he's going to then try and turn around. Let's get a.
Yo,
Yeah, he falls flat on his face.
I love this plan.
So he goes to try and swing at you, all with the money attack, multi attack. He tries to swing with his morning star. He tries to bite. He tries to move. And it doesn't work out so well for Scar as he falls flat on his face. And at that height, let me see.
Oh, he's a
Let's
big
do
boy.
He's a big boy. I'm going to say he is not completely knocked out, but the wind is knocked out of him. So he's still conscious,
Okay.
but he is at the moment incapacitated. Not officially, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That fall was scary.
And
Oh, yeah.
as this happens, you are finding yourselves in a hall where you can go right or you can go left. Which way do you go?
Always go.
Ooh.
Which way did
Right.
he come from?
Right.
Oh, I mean, I
You
don't,
don't
think we
know.
noticed.
You don't
He
know,
snuck up
'cause
on
he-
you.
Oh, that's right.
He was standing center
Oh, he's a
of
big
that
guy.
opening.
Do we see any footprints or anything like scuff marks, any kind of visible note of where he came from?
You could do a survival check.
I'm willing to do a survival check.
Stop and do a
Survival's not bad.
survival check if you'd like to.
I'd like
yeah.
to run though.
I'm a monk. I'm a monk who started running before you, who has higher speed than everyone. So I feel like I'm decently ahead anyway.
You will
would it
fall
not-
behind if you do this check, though. I will say
I'm fine
that.
with that. Yeah.
To
I'll do
stop
this
and
check.
take this in, the others will get ahead of you. Which direction would the others be going in?
Good question.
Oh,
Ooh.
I rolled a 22, by the way.
Sinistre.
I run out. What do my eyes like when I come out of this room? I look right and I left. What do I see?
Long stone hallways either side leading to doors.
Both of them leading to closed doors.
Right.
One has a set of stairs going down.
Oh,
The other one goes to a door.
okay.
Oh.
Who wants to bet the prison's down?
Down.
Yes,
down.
down. Let's go.
Okay, so you go to the right.
Yeah.
Right.
But what do we get out of a 22 survival?
Wait,
'Cause
we want to go to the prison?
where else we going?
Meta moment, you have 3 prisoners you're trying to get a hold of.
Oh, yeah, we want to go to the prison.
Little reminder from the voice
I don't usually willingly go to jail.
Okay.
Reflex.
All right. So the majority go to the right. With that survival check, you would see that there is common back and forth motion happening between either directions. There's really no
there's
one
blood.
is worn down
Okay.
more than the other. You
Okay.
notice there's like bloody streaks and stuff like that every so often and drag marks, but it's used about the same amount.
Okay.
Okay. I'll just go down with the rest of the group then to the right.
Okay. All right. So as you
Actually,
all
no.
race. No.
No, I'm going to go left. I want to go to the closed door.
Gotta know.
Good.
Yeah, I just need to know what's there.
Hot.
Okay. We will have this where I'm going to say 5 of you meeting you and the goat. So the 5 of you dash off, making your way past the Crimson Ogre's Scar as he tries to swing and bite at you, but misses each and every time because of taking some interesting damage earlier, thanks to Kura. And you basically enter a large, well-equipped torture chamber straight out of a nightmare.
Oh, okay.
Torture devices line the walls and benches. Some of you recognize, some of you recognize it. Others might see these more as feverish creations of whoever or whatever uses this collection. It does get used, mind you. Kind of going to get some interesting squeaky stuff happening, people. So you might want to earmuff. Just saying. As indicated by fresh blood splattered on the floor, hotly glowing braziers of flickering coals, and the terrified human bound and gagged inside a steel cage hanging from the ceiling. An immense statue of a gape-mouthed frog looms over the room from a dais set against the south wall. So y'all have just entered a torture chamber, and you do see a prisoner of some sort hanging up in this cage in the one area. But no one else is in this room at this time.
I want to say that Nipsey feels like he's seen these tools before. Nipsey famously lived with vampires, and
fair.
sometimes vampires don't always just eat their food. Sometimes they like to play with it.
They like to play with it.
So may I roll a history to see how much
Oh.
Nipsey remembers?
Absolutely. You may give me a lovely history check, Nipsey.
He has blocked all of these things out of his mind.
Okay.
to
I think
make
it's probably more the situation of you're seeing everything all at once and it all
Yes.
comes crashing into the point you can't express it. It's not that you don't know it.
Yes.
It's more you can't even put it into words, the
Oh.
horrors that you're seeing.
that is yes.
I am a medical professional. Can I
Yes, you
roll
are.
a medicine check to know a little bit more about, without too much detail, the kinds? What are we talking about? Like
I
extended,
will.
just help me out.
I will let you
like,
do that. Yeah.
maybe-
Give me a medicine because
Okay, a 15.
A 15. So with a 15, you're seeing things that definitely you know what causes the wounds, and you know what the things are that cause the wounds.
Okay.
So you see things like an Iron Maiden, a thumb screws,
Okay.
brazen bull, a rack.
Real like old school torture. Wow.
Yeah. Iron mask, some stocks, a wheel for good measure.
Okay. I think I come to a resounding halt on the back of Narla as we enter this glorious space. And I go, whoa! And I look around to catch the rest of the party, except obviously Sans one.
Okay.
This human, are they alive?
Give me a investigation or perception.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Nope. I cannot tell. I'm so short. They are on the ceiling.
Yeah, and that's just it. It's a hanging. So you see them sort of not collapse. I don't want to say collapse because that sounds completely lifeless, but they're sort of slumped against one of the corners of the cages. But you can't see close enough to see if there's breath or anything like that.
Psst. Psst. I look at the party. I was like,
I run over and I go up to the cage and I go, Kura, give me a lift. And I look back. I'm sorry, where's Kura?
There's no Kura.
I thought Kura went first.
did the ogre eat him?
Perhaps.
I didn't hear any sounds of fighting.
Perhaps Kura is in the device, waiting for us.
Like a
None of that
sort of
sounds
situation.
good.
Well, should we backtrack?
Is that person alive in there?
I cannot tell.
At least they're in one piece.
Hopefully.
I think.
How high on the ceiling are they?
They're hanging from a hanging cage. So it's about
Like up?
There's about
There's
it's enough where like you can't peek up and in.
There's got to be a pulley system. You get them up there, right?
Okay, before you do anything, might I remind you, the last time we touched things,
Right.
it did not go well.
I thought it went splendid. But
We did go well. We did survive, and we're down
I
here.
understand your perspective, and we are missing a party member. I just thought maybe we would inquire with that there human what might be happening here.
Attempt verbal communication.
10-4. But it won't make much of a difference if we are down a man.
We are currently down a tree.
Still a man.
Well, medical matters are not my expertise, so I'm fast. I can check.
Are you quiet? Because
I come with you.
great. I'll stay
Okay.
here with Nipsey, and we'll clean this space.
Affirmative.
And yes, and remember the trouble signal, loud screaming. So
Right.
yes.
Yeah. I'm like,
Nipsey hands Uki a one of the feather dusters.
great. I use this as an excuse to go around and pocket new tools.
New tools?
Yeah, there's got to be like torture tools, handcuffs.
Yeah, at most you could probably grab a pair of pliers type of situation.
Okay. Well, are there spare handcuffs or like wrist chains?
Bracers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
bracers.
Bracers? Give me an investigation.
Okay.
Ooh,
I'm
maybe.
definitely cleaning. So cleaning. I rolled a
Okay,
17.
you are able to find a pair of manacles.
Great. That's what I'm kind of snooping about. I want a pair.
Okay. So you got your manacles going, and you're all realizing that Kura is not with the party. You are aware of the person in the cage hanging above you. We'll say it's about 10 feet off the ground, and yes, there is a winch system that you can see that rigs itself over and across into the one corner of the room. Are you going to lower this man in the cage, or are you going to try and figure out what happened with Kura?
Psst, psst, Nipsey. You see that wheel over yonder? It sure is dirty. I bet you if you gave it a good tug, it might get clean.
I believe I can accomplish the goal of cleaning said item without lowering.
Needs a lot of heavy dusting, specifically to the left.
Are you attempting to insinuate that you'd like to lower that cage?
I promised I would touch nothing. But
Very
you,
well.
on the other hand,
I
are
have not
here
made such a
cleaning.
promise.
Precisely.
Nipsey decides to go over there,
Okay.
and I don't know. I think Nipsey's been hanging out in the dungeon a little too long. Normally, he would just go about the business of cleaning, but because Uki has made such a persuasive argument, he has decided to also, while polishing the handle for the winch, he is also dusting the rope as he rolls the cage down.
Okay. As this is happening and Nipsey goes to start rolling the cage down, we're going to shift over to Kura, who goes running towards the left to where he saw a door, or where they saw a door. Does Kura open this door?
See if I can listen in first and see if I can hear anyone on the other side.
Okay, give me investigation then, or perception check.
I'm gonna go for perception. 18.
18. Okay, so you hear with that perception check, you hear a faint regular breathing, almost snoring like.
Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna try and open the door as quietly as I can.
Okay, then that's going to be a sleight of hand check. With that sleight of hand, the door is unlocked, but makes this massively loud gunk as it hits the wall. And as you stand there, Kura, you see this very large man, startled from slumber, yet still holding this massive hammer in his hands. He is bulky, he is large, and his eyes immediately flash open and snap directly to you.
Okay. What do I see in this room that is open other than this man?
It is a bedroom chamber. It is extremely ill kept. It is slovenly. There are bloodied rags gathering on the floor. There are bloodied handprints on the wall. You can tell it's almost as if someone's like wiping their hands off to sort of get some of the blood off before crawling into the bed, which this man, by the way, is no longer in. He is standing up in his full hulking form with various spikes coming from his bracers, from his belt. He's got these thick leather boots that have chains wrapped around them for additional protection. And he has this hood pulled over his face so that it accentuates these vivid, flashing dark eyes, and this massive collar device around his neck that actually has a padlock on it. Not quite sure what it could be for. It may even just be because he likes it.
I was thinking it, didn't want to say it. Okay, cool. Kira's gonna be like, oh, my bad. I'm here to help out Scar with the whole prisoner situation, but I took the wrong turn. I'm gonna slowly close the door.
You don't. You hear this growl, and because you have locked your gaze upon this creature, you need to give me a DC Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
No. You're a no.
Let's see what I roll.
You're a monk, please.
Oh god, a 7.
Oh no.
Okay. So with this, on a failed save, you are frightened for 1 minute. You can repeat this saving throw at the end of your turn to see if you can break out of this. But right now, you are in the frightened state, which, to refresh memories for everyone watching, that means disadvantage on ability checks, attack rolls, while the source of fear is within sight, and you cannot willingly move towards the source of fear. Okay? So, I'd like you, we're going to roll initiative on this one.
God damn. 14.
14.
not too bad.
Okay, and then let me get this up.
Oh my
Four.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see what he gets.
Ooh.
Okay. So you get to go now before he gets to go. So Kura, keeping in mind you are frightened,
Yes.
what are you going to do?
I mean, I'm gonna continue with what I was doing and say, oh, I'm just gonna leave now. I'm gonna close the door and just book it down away.
Oh my gosh.
But I'm gonna try and make noise so it's clear what direction I'm going in, and I'm not gonna go down the stairs. I'm gonna go back through the room that we like past Scar, if Scar's even still there, just to check up on him.
The furthest you can get is to about where you left Scar, quite frankly.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
So you would be running from this guy to Scar again, who is,
Is Scar
in that
still
area.
there? Do I see Scar as I'm running down?
well, that you're going to find out. So if you're running away, that's going to take everything you have.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my movement, and then I'm going to I use a bonus action and spend a key point to do Step of the Wind to use my movement again as a bonus action.
Okay.
Do I see Scar anywhere?
Scar is still there, yes. In fact, Scar is blocking the area.
Okay. So as in I can't go around him.
This is a large creature in a hallway.
Damn it. Okay.
You want rock and hard place? Hi.
I want to try. Okay, just hear me out. I want to try something very monk-like. I would like to. I would like to try and like parkour over this ogre.
Nope, you're going to activate an attack of opportunity.
I'll take the attack of opportunity.
He's going to attack you. You're aware of this, yes?
Yeah, I'll take
He has
it.
a multi. Okay. You're
Oh,
sure about
no.
this?
Yeah.
Okay. So since it's an attack of opportunity, he will make the one attack.
Oh, actually, wait. Hold on. Quick question. Did my movement, just my movement, get me up to Scar, or did I need to do 2 rounds of movement to get up to Scar
Got you just up to Scar, who is blocking the opening.
with 1 movement, right?
Yeah.
Oh, in that case, so I use my bonus action to dash. I'm gonna use my bonus action to do where is it? Hold on, sorry, I need to find it. The Step of the Wind? Oh yes, so same thing, Step of the Wind, but I'm gonna take the disengage, so he can't do opportunity attack and just go away from him. Yeah. So I'm gonna do instead.
Okay. All
So
right.
yeah, I'm just gonna like run towards him, see it, and I wanna like do like Mario style jump off the side of the walls. And
You're
over
lucky
him.
to get by him at this point. There's
Yeah.
no clunkiness. You're lucky to get by him. I'm going to put that
Okay,
quite
yeah.
frankly, because even
That's
though he
fair.
technically can't take it, he is enraged. He is upset. He is going to be trying to stop you. This is not going to
Yeah.
be a quick and easy, cool parkour game
Okay. Cool.
as you get by him. Let's see here. So now we need to get him into play. Things just got interesting,
Ooh.
folks.
Nervous.
And there we go.
I'm nervous, y'all.
I'm still like making as much noise as I can. I want this other person to be like know that I've gone in that direction.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
So the way this is working out now.
Oh my! Oh no!
So this ogre is now at the
Oh,
top
no.
of the round. So seeing you go by. Oh boy. You used your dash?
Not my dash, no. Step of the Wind, so just
No.
use the disengage action. Yeah.
So you're right near him still then.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So because he received that injury, he is going to activate his berserker's blood. Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
And this is what you pulled. So he's going to pull this back. So you need to give me a Constitution saving throw.
At
Ooh.
disadvantage?
Let's see.
Disadvantage? Wait.
No, it's just straight up. No, no disadvantage here.
11.
And you have failed because it's a DC 14, which means you are now taking, okay,
Oh, no.
66.
Oh no.
Ugh.
One moment, please.
Oh no, there's a lot of adding happening.
Okay, so you're going to take 21 points of
I'm
acid
down.
damage as a result. So Kura is now down. At this point, with the timing, you would all start realizing Kura is not there. Nipsey would be going to pull this lever. Things are in motion.
So at this point is when Prin and I were leaving to go get Kura.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay.
Yes.
Oh God, Diana wants to check and see if there's anything cool to grab off the walls, but Ink does not have time for that. So Ink is just leaving the room
Okay.
unceremoniously. Just
Okay.
out.
So Ink would be booking it out.
Yep.
Okay. Anyone else booking it out with Ink?
I think it's
Prin
Prin
is-
is
Prin,
coming with
Prin
you,
is-
right? Yeah.
It was
Prin. Okay. Okay. So Prin and Ink would also need to give me a DC Wisdom saving throw, because as you're running up those steps, you will see the jailer who has come out of his room to pursue Kura, because Kura has run out on him type of situation, which means you would also need to give me that DC Wisdom saving throw.
They both make it. That with same numbers as well.
Fantastic.
We see some
I am
stuff.
Okay.
focused. Laser focused.
So you take in this person who I've already described, and you have a feel for what they look like. No kink shaming, however, this is not someone you want to meet in a dark hallway.
Yeah.
Y'all, chat just gifted us advantage for everybody. Thank
Mwah.
you, chat.
Thank you. I'm probably gonna need it with my death saving
It simply
throws,
says
but-
Kobold power, so that makes me feel like the kobolds are with us.
There you go. Okay, so you would then have jailer to the front of you, and immediately to your left hand, based on how you're coming out, you will see that Scar has just activated this thing. It has ceased in that point, but you see Kura drop. So I'd like you both to roll initiative, please, to get incorporated into
Yeah,
this. Since you
absolutely.
have not been frightened, let's see where we go.
Oh
with
my-
this one.
Oh, no.
Okay, so Prin, we have you at a 3, and
There's like a cut camera back to Nipsey and Uki, and I'm just like, just a little to the left, just a little harder.
Yeah, a little more to the left.
yeah. You know, like basically at this point, the torture room has these two trying to figure out the winch system for the cage as the real activity's happening in the hallway. So since Kura is down, Kura, you need to give me a death saving throw,
Yeah.
because you are technically up next in this.
You can do it.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. I'm gonna use my advantage to
I was
roll
gonna
that
say
again.
you could opt your advantage to roll that again.
No.
Oh my
Oh no! Okay, well.
Okay, dice
we
are
are.
telling a story here at this point,
Yeah.
folks. That now means that the jailer, he has come out. He is going to see all of you. All right, I am going to be rolling a d6 to see who he's going to focus on here. 1, 2, 3, and their respective doubles. Kura is 1, Ink is 2, Prin is 3, which means Prin, the jailer, is going to focus on you. And he's going to lift his maul and charge towards you and attempt to attack. Let's see here.
Everybody
Mapping,
refresh roll
moving,
20.
grooving.
Everybody refresh roll 20.
Mm-hmm. Does a 13 hit?
Shield. So like,
Yes, reaction.
gosh, and she
Okay.
like
Beautiful.
a purplish. She's like, "Huh? Rah." I think
Okay.
she's also gonna make that real, like she said she's scared. So you just hear like just an upset cat like scream. I'm not gonna even attempt it because I don't want to. Yeah, like that.
Very much. Okay, there we go. So luckily for you, boom, you see like his hammer almost reverberate off your spell shield and pull back, and he's got this, again, these dark flashing eyes underneath that hood, and you hear this growl coming from him. Did you have all of your hit points on that one, by the by?
Hmm?
Did you have all your hit points
Mhm.
when you went for that attack? Okay, perfect. Good answer. So
Oh, no.
that will then take us. That's everything they've got. Ink, it is your turn. You see Kura is down. Prin has just dodged this attack from this very large man, but not as large as the Crimson Ogre.
Yeah.
That is standing in this hallway, pretty much blocking everything at this point.
Yeah. I know that the jailer is important, but the Crimson Ogre just hurt Kura, so I book
What do you
it.
do?
I book it over there, and I'm gonna just try to like just run and stab as hard as I can, right into him.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Damn.
I know.
Okay.
Dare you?
And technically, you get sneak
Okay.
attack.
I was going to say, let's check that technicality of sneak attack. Does the other creature need to be conscious?
I think that they.
Yeah,
think
I
do.
imagine they have
Yeah,
to be.
it
We
needs
can't
to
do
be an
sneak attack.
engaged threat.
Okay. So here we go. You have, with my crit hits, you get your full damage. All right. So all of your dice and bonuses, you get the full math on that one. So what you'll do is you roll your dice
Oh, yeah.
a second. So actually roll your dice and add that to what your full damage would be.
Okay. So
Something going on, Dot?
Yeah, I'm just reading it because I actually don't think that's the case.
Uh-oh.
What's the
Beginning
exact
at
wording?
first level, you know how to strike subtly and exploit their... Okay. Once per turn, you can deal an extra 1d6 damage on a creature you hit with an attack if you have advantage on the attack roll. Is that correct?
yes.
Okay. The
And
attack
to
is
Or
used
what's
for
the 5-foot
next.
rule?
Right. You don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it. That enemy isn't incapacitated, and you don't have disadvantage. So I guess that qualifies as
I'm
incapacitated.
incapacitated.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the last
I'm
little
working
bit
for you. I'm
I'm
trying
pretty
so
sure.
hard.
I know.
Hey, I was
appreciate
trying
you, but-
too. That's why I wanted the exact wording to see if we had semantics happening.
So it's
okay.
13 is what I rolled.
Okay.
Adding that to
Max die.
wait, no.
That is...
So adding your bonus, the bonus of your attack,
Yes.
That's correct.
and
that's
what is your
12.
Yeah.
Adding it to 12.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay
13 plus 12, which I do not know how to do in my head.
25?
25.
Thank you.
25. Okay.
You did it.
Okay, so seeing your friend down, Ink, you find that your strikes are even more precise and lethal as this rage is coursing through your smaller frame. And you do manage to get some pretty decent damage in on the Crimson Ogre. So you've used your movement, your action, anything else?
You know what? Yeah. I will look back over my shoulder at the jailer
Mhm.
and cast hobble on the jailer
Ooh.
as a bonus action.
Hobble on the jailer.
So that's
okay.
a dexterity saving throw of 18.
Wow.
Impressive. Okay.
Big boy. Can he do it?
Just
Exactly 18. No.
just makes it. So you'll see him kind of like do like this little like stagger thing and kind of shake it off, and there's just this sinister, almost gleeful grin. He's loving this. He is thrilled by it. Dare we even say excited and eager for this when he sees this all happening and unfolding in front of him. So now, Prin, it is your turn. You have just been attempted to be attacked. Luckily, your shield came up just in time. This hulking fellow is looming above you. There is an even bigger hulking fellow of the red variety. hulking or looming over the down Kura. Ink has managed to get some damage in, which you took in.
She'll hold her hand up and she'll just glare and say, "Your instrument betrays you," and she'll cast Unruly Item on that hammer.
Oh.
Okay. So what happens with this particular spell? Unruly Item. Interesting.
That is so cool.
You animate
Hope
an
it
object
works.
in the possession of a creature within range, giving the object limited movement and compulsion to thwart its possessor. Okay, so let's see here.
It's a
So
dex
creature must
throw,
make a
yeah.
dex save against a 13. Okay, let's see what happens here, shall we, folks?
What a cool spell. That's got to
It's
be
a
a
very-
Kobold
It is very
spell.
cool.
Yeah, it's a cool. Yeah, it's a cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Just
my!
makes
It
it.
keeps hitting
Oh.
exactly these things.
Oh my
No.
god. Well, I'm telling you, the dice are taking over right now. So he just makes it. And again, he probably feels the shifting of the hammer in his hands. And you see that glee intensify, and that grin is looking almost comical at this point as it goes from ear to ear. And instead of the hammer starting to act up as you had hoped, he's clenching it and his hands move around it as if getting ready to swing again. So anything else that Prin can do as a bonus
Hiss.
action? Hiss.
Yeah,
Okay.
hiss.
Prin hisses.
Bonus
There we go.
action hiss.
So now that's going to bring us up to the ogre, Scar. He's not happy. He has been injured. He sees that Kura is down. That is no longer his concern anymore. He will turn and look to you, Ink, seeing that his companion, let's put it that way for now, is otherwise occupied with Prin.
Bring it.
He...
Oh no.
All right, he has a multi-attack. So first he's going to go in with his Morning Star and gets a 19.
Yeah, it hits. Whatever.
Bay.
It hits! So that is going to be 13 piercing damage for Ink. And he will go in then with his bite. Seeing the hit, you just hear go, tasty one. And he's going to go in for a bite for you, Ink, but he gets a 9.
Okay, that does not hit.
I didn't think so. But I think he's almost too excited or eager to take a taste of this lovely little mushroom person in front of him and doesn't quite make contact.
Yes, but the first hit did make contact, so he's gonna
Yes.
eat my acid spores.
Yes.
I-
Can
Eat
I
my
get that on a
acid
t-shirt?
spores.
My acid
I'd like for it to say.
It's 2 acid damage, and he's taking
Yes!
it.
Wow.
He's gonna take it. I love it. All right, so at this point, pause button on this encounter. Uki and Nipsey,
Yeah.
you will be hearing this happen. The
Oh.
cage has not been disengaged yet. Would you stay and keep trying to work on this cage, or would you go and try and help or
We
find out
very
what's
clearly
going on?
hear a ruckus.
You absolutely hear a ruckus, and the ruckus sounds like battle. I just described the ruckus, sir.
Right. Okay. Nipsey,
Yes.
I feel like we got a different job to clean up.
As long as it is not the blood of our friends.
Then you
Yeah.
best get
Wow.
running.
Yes.
I'm gonna be real. Okay. It's not all the way down to the ground yet. This person.
No. It's probably still hovering like maybe about. So it was 10 feet. It's probably like 5 feet off the ground at this point.
But I can see the person. Well, I guess I can.
You can
but
see.
they're- I could like.
you. Well, no, you can't. Nipsey
Okay.
could.
Okay, Nipsey, are they alive? Quick.
Nipsey goes to look to see if the person is alive.
The person, you go and you see that a man of clearly someone who's athletic. He has a muscular build.
Okay.
Some days growth as a beard. Do you like poke him? How do you try and see if he's alive? Or are you just looking?
I take one of the feather dusters and throw it. Nipsey takes one of the feather dusters and throws it at him.
You hear a weak grunt
Okay.
come from him.
He
So
is
he
alive.
is still alive, but
He's alive.
Quick, I got an
Barely.
idea. I cast Cure Wounds on this fella so that he feels better.
okay.
Does he feel better?
Tell me how many he gets.
That's a good question.
How many wounds get cured?
So 8 points. 8 points.
8 points. So with 8 points, he's looking better. He is definitely not looking like he is in fighting form, though.
I go, follow my lead. We're here to rescue you. Quick.
We're here to rescue you.
We're gonna need to get you out this cage.
But quick, we're going to need to get
Nipsey,
you out of this
break
cage.
the door off. Just rip it open.
Nipsey goes to rip the door open.
Then that's going to be an absolute athletics.
Give
on
it to
that
me,
one.
Nipsey.
All
Come
right.
on. Please.
Not strength, just athletics.
Give me athletics on that one.
Okay, dokie. Oh yeah, I guess that's strength.
It will use your
eh?
strength.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How about
Okay,
that?
so
19.
19. You're able to. I think it's less opening the doors and more bending the bars at this point.
Sure.
Because it is locked.
Great.
You're not focusing on the lock. So you're able to sort of like do that thing and, get some space going between two of the bars.
I can't reach him, but I want to help him out. I want to get him out as fast as possible. And I go, quick, the exit's that way. And I point to the combat.
To the combat.
Hoping
okay.
he'll run towards the exit and be a better distraction than we are.
Okay, so that will basically be your turn as we go
Quick,
back into
exit stage that way.
pause button as we go back to the combat. Okay, so we are now at Kura. So Kura, we need another death saving throw.
You can do it.
Okay,
18.
so you have 1
Okay.
and 1. Let's see what happens. We can breathe. That's gonna then take us to the jailer. He's back, and he's loving this probably a little bit more than he should. Let's see here. So he is going to see that Ink has been able to do some damage, and Prin is still in front of him. So odds will be Ink, evens will be Prin. All right, so Prin, he's gonna go for you again. And this time he is going to, you see him, you made your saving throw, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so then you're good. So then he is going to look at you again. He's going to go in for that hit with his hammer. He gets a 19.
Yeah. Ooh.
So the 19 will hit.
Yes.
All right, just checking to see if there was anything that would go in for.
Now with that,
The
that
additional-
was a high roll.
I figured I would check to see. Trying to help her again.
Oh, yeah. This is. Oh.
That's going to be 4 bludgeoning.
Okay.
You didn't roll so that first one. So
Okay.
Okay.
There.
Ooh.
Okay.
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 Okay. And again, he's gonna look at you, and he has this grin on his face. His eyes are sparkling now that he's seeing he's doing some damage. And again, he does like that, gripping on his hammer even more so. Ink, it is back to you. For Ink.
So, all right, I am distressed. I am with the ogre already.
Right.
And I think I just continue wailing.
Ogre spoke. Okay,
On the ogre, yeah. And
go for it.
that's it.
Okay. Let's see how you do. It hits.
Okay. For 8
8
damage.
piercing.
Can you get sneak attack?
Gosh, I don't care. I'm going to turn around again, and I'm going to scream as loud as I can and try to cast Hobble on this on the jailer again.
Nice.
Okay, that was a dex save, right?
Yep.
For that one.
Big boy can't do it twice.
Don't say he
See what
can't.
happens.
No.
You got an
No.
11. Doesn't make
Fail.
it.
That's a fail.
Okay, so his speed is halved,
Yes.
correct?
Screaming.
Okay, so Jailer is hobbled, and this time, Prin, you would see in his face, he gets this look of like sudden concern and, sort of darting eyes back and forth as Ink is able to hobble him with a bonus action. That brings us to you now, Prin, with the Jailer standing over you. You see that Ink has again done some additional excellent damage to this ogre, who is looking definitely worse for wear, but still in fighting condition. Let's put it that way. And the Jailer is in front of you, and he's in peak health, quite frankly, and
All right.
loving it. Out of, something suddenly happening.
She'll drop her staff, wave her arms, and her arms will turn into the shadowy tentacles.
Okay.
Let's see if we can hold you, and let's see if the magic can judge us both. So she's gonna invoke her her magic, her wild magic, her entry magic. So yeah, she's gonna invoke the chaos magic to give her
So
advantage on
happens.
this attack.
Yes, nice.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna need more. Hopefully, I am hoping 15.
15 for the Jailer. It will hit.
Okay.
Nice.
8 necrotic
Okay.
damage, and he is grappled.
Okay.
And I have to make my roll then.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see. New 100. Let's see.
92.
The heck is okay. Oh no.
What happened?
3 skeletons. Oh no, this is worse. 3 skeletons under the control of the GM claw their way on the ground and attack random living creatures until they are destroyed.
Oh no.
You telling me I need to pull up skeletons now?
Full of skeletons.
Would they attack random living
Here, I'll drop
creatures,
them in
right?
for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I got you.
Thank you. Awesome. Beautiful.
I'll just.
Scott's got skeletons on deck.
Give me them skellies.
I
He's
got-
just
what
pulling
we're
them
gonna
out
do
of
is
a
those
closet.
skeletons.
That did not work.
Okay,
Just pulling them out of a closet.
just what we
left
needed
and
more
right.
bodies in this hallway. If we
So
keep
these-
going, nobody's gonna be able to move anywhere. It'll just be too packed.
Soon.
That's the plan,
Well,
right?
the Jailer
Live.
isn't in the same hallway. You're like at a T intersection. Ink and the Ogre are in the height of the T, and Prin and the Jailer are in the crossbar of the T. Okay, so they're not all plunked in together. There's some moving room within them. But now you have the skeletons, and since they came up after your wild magic surge, I'm going to have them go after Prin for sake of sanity and not having to roll more initiative. It's going to bring us up to the top again with the Ogre, who is going to, of course, go in to try and attack Ink because Ink is doing damage here.
Yeah.
And let's see here. First, he's going to go in this time with the bite, trying to bite our darling little mushroom.
Mushy.
No.
And what?
Doesn't it?
No?
No.
Okay.
Conviction.
Do you have full? No, this is the ogre. Take it back. Never mind. Thinking of someone else. Okay, so that does not hit. Now he's going to go in with a Morning Star with a 7. Ooh.
No.
No. Holy keck. Okay, we'll take that.
Wolf.
So woof and woof. So he tries to go in, but each time, I think because Ink is so diminutive, he's almost not able to guess the right trajectory. It's an ogre, not exactly
Yeah.
the sharpest.
Not the enemy he's used to.
So doesn't make contact in either respect on Ink. Now we're gonna hit the pause button, go into the other room. This is fun when they split the party, folks.
I'm trying to get us
what-
all back over there.
I know. So now you have the gentleman in the cage. The bars have been skewed. Uki, what are you trying to do?
Can we dump him? Dump him out, Nipsey. Is he?
You wouldn't be able to dump him out with the height of the cage, the way the
can he
cage is
get
open.
out?
No.
Can we help him out?
Nipsey could try and help pull him out if you wanted to.
Get him, Nipsey.
Give me a for acrobatics or sleight of hand.
Oh.
Okay.
Nipsey.
All right. Let's see. Skeletons in my closets.
No. I have the skeletons in my closet. Thank you very much.
Hey!
Okay, so you are able, with that, you are able to pull him out of the cage and get him onto the ground. You can see he's definitely not looking that great. So, Uki, what would you like to do now that he's at your level?
Great. I look at him, I go, we're here to rescue you. Exits that way. Go, run, quick.
Give me a persuasion.
Okay. Don't make me scare you. I'll intimidate you instead. Actually, better yet, I am gonna intimidate. I go, you best run or I'll put you back in that cage. And I'm gonna try to like scare him and intimidate him down the hallway out the exit.
Okay.
I got a 15.
All right. Let's see what he gets. All right, so he looks at you and is definitely startled. And he'll start to get up and stand. You can see he is definitely sort of like wavering side to side, and he goes to try and take some steps. So his steps are definitely not up to speed. He's not going to be able to get out there
Fast.
in this go around or quickly. And he's also muttering, then you got Leve. Then you got Leve. Leve is okay. Did you get Leve?
Yeah.
She must be freed. Leve first before me.
Would you like you know what? We'll meet you topside with LeVay. I make eyes at Nipsey like, come on, we go in, and I take off because I get the feeling that we're gonna need to
Take
move
off.
Which
back
way?
towards
Take off
our
back
friends.
into-
Yeah,
back
We're
towards your
escaping.
friends.
Yeah.
Okay, so Uki is now running with Narla. I'm assuming is in the pursuit. Okay. Whoa, did I just have a name blank? I was gonna say Nippero, and that's not right.
Depends on the night.
Ayo.
Nipsey. There we go.
Nippero, I love it.
Do you go as well, or do you stay with this fellow who is bringing up a name that is definitely familiar to you?
So Nipsey is looking around for potential weapons for this guy to, things to give this guy so that he can defend himself.
Okay, so then you could absolutely, it's probably family friendly enough. If someone takes it differently, crit witch, that's on them. So you would be able to find a sort of serrated knife equivalent to a dagger type of situation on one of the tables, Nipsey.
Equip yourself with this.
Okay,
accompany
and
me.
then,
and then yes.
You'll start heading out. So you won't be able to get to the combat quite yet.
Right.
Uki, you would able, English is good. You would be able to get into the hallway up the stairs.
Great.
Point
Click,
from
click,
where
click.
you are.
Great.
But that will be like end of your turn. However, do give me a roll for initiative so I know where to plug in Uki and Narla.
Got an 11.
An 11. Okay, so dexterity check between you and Ink.
That's no question. Ink,
So Ink
you're-
and then
yeah, Ink. That's our rogue, I
Ink and then
imagine.
Uki.
Yeah, Uki is last.
okay. All right, very cool to know because you'll be coming back into the game rather soon. And then you know what? Can you also give me Nipsey as well? Because by the time you get out after this round, Nipsey should at least be able to engage.
13.
13. So you'll plug in nicely right after the jailer.
I love it when a
When the
plan
time
comes
comes.
together.
Yep.
Okay, so we are now back to Kura.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's see if I.
Yes.
Ooh.
19.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's two for living.
2 saves, 1 skull.
I'm coming.
All right. That has happened. Now we're going to go to the jailer who, once again, he's kind of going to glance over at Ink and at this point almost shrug it off and is more intent on Prin. Prin, you see that grin get fixated. Like he's locked and loaded onto you and you see he's having fun and he's enjoying this. Like, give me more. This is great. And he's gonna go in for his maul again. Let me just quickly check this. Yep, because that's pretty much all he has to work with right now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's 13.
Shield again.
Nice.
Shield again.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
So this, same thing. Just like I'm
Okay,
hoping
and
that
he's-
frustrates him and at least makes him he's having less fun now. He's not having any.
It's almost like he's enjoying this more now because you're able to put up a fight, and he's like,
Ooh.
I got a live one. And he even mutters that to himself. All right, that's everything for... Yeah, that's everything for the jailer. And that'll take us then to Ink, right? Because, yeah, Nipsey's not quite out there. So, Ink, it is your turn now.
Okay, so that's the jailer is focused on Prin, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you still have the big, large crimson ogre.
The Crimson Ogre. Great. So I am going to actually use my bonus action disengage.
Okay.
And I'm going to run towards inside of the bigger room that we were in before, the one with the hole and the table and all of that stuff.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm going to say, hey, big red loser, you're so used to fighting people in chains. You don't know how to have a real fight. And all right, I don't know what you would roll for this, but I want to antagonize him. I want him to, I want to bully him into coming and fighting me.
Okay. Let's do this then as a... It would still be something of persuasion, even though you're antagonizing them.
Okay.
Let me hold. Give me a second here.
Contested bully roll.
Contested bully roll. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, what's Ink's bully stats?
Right.
Her bully modifier.
Yes.
Yeah, let's make that. I'll give you either maybe deception, intimidation, or persuasion. Whichever one of those is best for you.
They are all the same. So I will
Okay, I tried.
this, and I'm going to take my advantage. I'm taking my
Yes.
advantage.
Okay.
That is where I take my advantage.
Woohoo.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah. Get over
Okay.
here, you dork.
Okay, so with that, Ink, I'm gonna do it.
I love this so much.
We're gonna just see if he even like is. Okay, so with his sort of like taking in what you have to say, he's like, come for you. So he'll say that he's locked and loaded onto you still, and
Right.
We'll see that take effect when it is his turn. Uki and Narla, you
Okay.
come up, and the first thing you see is the same dude that I've described before with the interesting wardrobe choices, looming over Prin at this point. Grin on his face, eyes alight, liking what's in front of him. What are you gonna do?
Hey, do I see?
at this point, you
do I
can't
see
see.
Kura on the ground too?
You wouldn't see. I was just about to say you won't see the ogre and Ink and Kura quite yet from where
Okay,
you
because
are.
where we are. Okay.
Yeah. You would
well.
need to move forward about 10 feet to see all of that unfolding. But then you'd also be moving right into where the jailer and
right
Prin
into
are.
it is. Yeah. Okay. Well, Uki sees this all going down.
Mm-hmm.
And is going to. Oh, y'all. Y'all.
Welcome to my world.
I could get real. I could get real weird here. I'm not yet.
could?
Uki kind of comes riding up and is gonna kind of just jump off Narla, like almost the way you like come off the back of a scooter, and go kneecaps, Narla. Hoping Narla will continue the charge for his kneecaps.
Okay. So then you both need to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Great. Hang on. Let me see if I actually have to make this. I have mad fever or fervor, which means I don't. Hang on. I think I don't.
Can you be frightened? If you can't be frightened, then that's null and void.
That yes. I might be able to be frightened. I might. Insanity. I have advantage on saving throws against being charmed or frightened.
There we go. Okay, cool.
Um,
So then, wisdom saving throw with advantage for you. Narla straight
Great.
up on her end.
Ugh, a 12.
Okay. You don't make that, even with
Okay,
advantage, unless you have an advantage to use. Or
I
did you use
do.
yours
I
already?
do. I'm gonna use it right now.
Use it again.
24.
Then you're fine.
Okay.
Let's check on Narla.
Oh, before, can I interrupt to
I'm
say that
listening.
I forgot to say something before?
Sure.
I moved and I yelled. And then, wait, I moved and I yelled.
Mm-hmm.
Can I? No, never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
sure?
I'm wrong.
Speaking is a free action.
You can't hold. You can't hold a bonus action, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so never
No.
mind.
No. Okay. All right. So Narla's wisdom save.
Oh, right. Narla's wisdom save. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
no. Narla. I forgot. Y'all, she's just a goat. A
Okay.
6.
A 6. So with a 6, you shout to Narla, but Narla goes nah, and faints.
Oh, Narla!
Oh no.
So Narla's frightened at this
At
point.
least she's already down, so.
Yeah. Yep. So going into things now. Prin. Oh wait, no, Uki, you were fine. You can Uki, you can actually take your movement and action. Take it
My
back.
actual action. Okay, so here's the thing. I still don't see my downed friend. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, unless you move.
Unless I'm,
Yeah, that's it. That's what I was trying to figure out. Pardon me, pause the button. Diana, did you take an action though? Because you moved, you spoke.
I did not. I had a hope to hold my cunning action, but I didn't realize that cunning action was a bonus action.
You
So
can't double up your bonus actions, yeah.
yeah.
So you could still take an action though if you want to take your action or hold an action. Like
I
ready
will hold it. I will hold it.
Okay, so you're gonna ready your action for when the ogre starts coming towards you.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, there we go. So
Ooh,
we have that
y'all,
situated.
I'm sweaty.
Okay. There's juggling happening here, everyone.
I go,
now we are
I go,
at-
you're a big boy. It won't help if you can't see nothing. I'm going to cast Cloying Darkness on our dear friend. Does a 15 hit?
Which big boy are we talking about?
Well, I can't see the ogre, right?
The one
'Cause
in front of you. Okay, so it would be the jailer. It would be the jailer, and yes, a 15 would hit.
All right, he's going to take 2d8 of necrotic damage. And then I have a
Ooh.
bonus action I'm going to do here in just a second.
Okay, so what's that?
7 necrotic, and he needs to make a constitution saving throw at a 13, which probably is going to happen.
Yeah, it happened.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so he doesn't get blinded, basically, which is what I was working on. I want to make sure that's... If it fails... Okay, it just takes a necrotic damage. So it's going to take 7 necrotic damage, and then I'm going to use my bonus action as I run up and... I don't know, toss this necrotic energy at his eyes and face. I'm going to snap, and when Uki snaps, all that energy rebundles, and he casts Healing Spirit on this area.
Okay.
Great. Wonder sauce. That time around, it only heals 1 point, which is unfortunate. But here's what goes down. That energy turns into a 5-foot cube. I call forth a nature spirit to soothe the wounded. I call a saber-toothed bat. And it begins flapping in the air. And looks like a transparent beast or fey of my choosing. Until the spell ends, I'm going to drop this in chat. Until the spell ends, Whenever you or
Okay,
a creature you can see moves into the spirit space. This hang on, for the first time on a turn, it starts his turn there. You can cause a spirit to restore 1d6 hit points to that creature. So my plan was to restore it to Prin. So Prin, you only get 1 that time, but the bat will stay and continue to heal a number of times equal to 1 plus my spellcasting ability modifier. So each turn it'll continue to heal for 6 rounds. It's basically creating like a healing circle for the person that's in it.
All right, I'm gonna let, because you just did another spell, correct?
Yes, but it's a bonus action. That spell is considered a bonus action.
Okay. I think that's good. My brain, I'm like trying to juggle these. So yes, we'll let that at this
I was
point.
about to say, so Cloy Darkness was my action. My bonus action was Healing Spirit, and then I took movement to get off the goat.
Okay. Yep. You know what? I'm letting it happen anyways. Cool. So here we go with that. Uki, Narla is frightened, fainted. It's gonna then take us to Prin.
All right. Quick question about assistant. Assistant probably went with Uki and them. Are they on the same areas they are?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right,
If you feel that the assistant would go with Uki as opposed to stay with Nipsey.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
So assistant has just come up.
All right. She'll say, "Crow's down. I'll try and occupy this one. Just there's another one up there." And then she'll
Okay, so
she'll
you're
continue
sending him to the Crimson.
Mm-hmm. And she'll
Okay,
continue swiping at this jailer.
Okay, go for the jailer then. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
It will hit.
That will be 7 necrotic damage.
Okay, so 7 more necrotic. Lovely. And then does there have to be that? Hold on, let me look at the spell again. Grappled. Right? He has to do a save?
Yeah. Although I don't know if he's going to want, like, he just can't move, and I think he's fine where he seems to be having fun where he is.
Yeah, I think he's already grappled, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like if he wants to break it, which I don't know if he...
Of course he can. He can do anything we can't do.
Okay, so strength save to see if he gets out of this.
Sure, yeah, 13.
13.
Anything we can do, he can do better.
Did that take?
Yep.
Ooh.
He
Oof.
can do anything.
Okay,
Yep.
so it still takes the necrotic at least, but it's not grappled.
All right.
All right. Anything else for Prin?
That's it.
Okay. At this point, we now have these skellies
Oh my
that
God,
come
Skelly.
into.
Oh yeah.
How many was it? 3?
3.
Did it say that they have to
Okay.
attack us? Do they attack anything?
It's random, I think.
creature,
Any living
Any
creature.
creature, right?
any creatures. So at this point, 1 moment, please. If they roll, let's see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just, you know what? They're going to come out, and quite frankly, chances are these skeletons were there because of those 2. So, 2 of them will go after the jailer. 1 of them's going to go after the ogre.
Love
Let's
it.
see what happens. So 1 is going to go with a short sword towards the ogre, and it will just hit that ogre. And that is going to be, keep it fast. We're going to keep this as 5 points from that short sword on the ogre. The other 2 are going to come out basically about the same area, but both using their short bows and go into attack. 1 will hit
Nice.
and will get 5 more points of damage happening to the jailer. And the third one will also use its short bow, and it will miss. And those are the skeletons. And that brings us back up to the ogre, who is going to go after, I'm losing breath, after Ink.
Come on.
Because Ink sort of, taunted and say, hey, come out here, come over here. And go in with the morning, gonna go in with his morning star.
Excellent. As he does, I would like to use that action that I held to kind of, and I really want to like look like I'm about to hit as he's about to hit, and
Sure.
then
Like
instead
that
do a
anime thing.
tuck and roll out of the way, and I
Nice.
am in front of the hole.
You're in front of the hole.
I am
Okay.
trying to tuck and roll out of the way
Uh,
to
So
get
you want to
him.
see if he lurches in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So as he's going to swing, we'll say this is a disadvantage because he is swinging a large morning star. We're gonna do a dex check. If he gets
him.
under a 12, he's gonna topple in. He got a 19.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so he manages at the last moment to sort of regain himself almost by swinging the morning star back. So he doesn't hit you, but he doesn't fall in the hole.
Okay.
Okay, but that is one of his first actions. He can also try and take a bite at you.
Okay.
So, yeah, the table fell down the hole.
Yeah, the
Like
table's
everything.
gone.
Yeah,
Our goal
it's
is to
gone.
just clean up this whole place and dump it all down this hole.
Oh, that
Okay.
hits.
So it hits with a crit. That is going to be, I'm keeping it simple on my end because of time. That'll be 22 piercing damage with this bite.
Oh.
Ink is unconscious, but as Ink goes unconscious, Ink goes, eat my spores. And he takes 2 extra points of acid damage.
Okay.
oh my
So you see
lord.
some of that acid damage does take effect as Ink is now down along with Cora.
Oh god.
And this was the ogre. So Cora, we are back to you. This is
oh
this
god.
happens
Okay.
here.
I'm coming.
Oh fuck.
We have 2 and 2.
2 and 2.
2 and 2 for Kura. That's going to take us to the jailer. The jailer is not grappled. He has taken on some necrotic damage. He's not looking so hot, like still in fighting form, but not looking great. At this point, he is going to, because they shot from a distance, he's going to go for Prin again. And he will use his maul to hit. Let's see. That's a 15.
15 hits.
15 hits. Okay, and that is going to be 10 points bludgeoning. I'm just pulling from the quick math right
Okay,
now.
yep. Okay.
All right, so 10 points bludgeoning, and you hear almost like this little giggle as he makes contact. Time for fun. And that will be the end of his turn. Nipsey, at this point, you have been able to come up and out as well, and you see this jailer attacking Prin. You would also see 2 of your companions now down because you've been able to run up enough to see everything going on. Where do you go? Who do you attack? What are you going to do?
You're muted, Cicero.
Wait, you're muted, Cicero. We can't hear you.
Yes, Nipsey sees the jailer and Prin, and figures the best thing to do would be to aid an able warrior so that we can help to rescue the downed warriors. So
Okay.
he
So-
runs. So how far away am I? Or
You'd be able to get to the jailer and make contact. The Crimson Ogre is a different story because he's now moved into the other room.
Right. So so Nipsey is running up
To the jailer.
to the jailer. Right. He's running
And
up
that's
to
a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, wisdom
As you do
saving
so.
throw. This is not going to work out well, guys.
Cross your fingers, you never know. And ooh.
It is-
If it means anything, chat just gave us another round of advantages.
Oh well,
Would you
then
like to use that advantage?
I would like to use that advantage.
Thank you, chat.
And then you were not
Thank you.
frightened by the
Yes.
jailer. Now continue
right.
through with your
So
motion action.
yeah, so then Nipsey would like to jump up in the air and come back behind his hands, or come back behind his back and pull out his axe, which also could be his broom, and bring it down with his full force in both hands.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, keep in mind, if you're going to do any type of round or up and over, you're getting an attack of opportunity from the jailer. He will try to swing at you.
Oh well, yeah. So my thought was I was coming back over Prin, to the jailer. So like around Prin to the jailer. Not like.
So you're gonna catty corner the jailer. You're not going up. You can get to the jailer's side.
Right.
If you try and go around, you will get an attack of opportunity.
Not trying to go around, but just like, oh, he was fighting Prin, and then all of a sudden here comes robot guy from nowhere who wants to clean things with this giant axe. Here he comes. Yeah.
Okay. As long as you keep it to his side, you can. If you try and move around to the back, then you would get the opportunity. Okay, so you will be able to hit with an 18.
With an 18 and 7 points of slashing damage.
Beautiful. Anything else that Nipsey can do bonus action wise since you've used action?
Yes. So then Nipsey would like to use a point for his action surge to do another action. He pulls out that axe after cleaving into this jailer, and then he kind of spins around, but it's like torso spins so he can get some extra torque. And then he just comes back with that battle axe with both
it
arms.
hits. And it hits.
And he does another 9 slashing damage.
Okay. So with that, Nipsey, you've done some significant damage to the jailer. You actually see him stagger a bit, and there are these gaping wounds where you have been able to hack at him with your axes. He's not looking that good at all. Now that brings us to... There isn't anything else, correct, for Nipsey? Nipsey is fully powered up and done?
Yeah, not now, but maybe later.
Okay, there's more. Oh, but wait, there's more. But it does take us to Ink. It is your turn now. The Crimson Ogre is standing over that hole. You dodged out of the way. He was able to sink a bite into you. You are down as a result. Yeah. So we need your saving throw. Okay, that's a save. Okay, we got one. We have one on the table. Now that's going to take us to Uki.
Okay. To be able to see Kura, I'm going to have to step up. Is that going to put me in range of attack of opportunity with both of them between us, with Prin and...
At this point, with the way Prin and Nipsey are set up against the jailer, no. You would have to go past them, like physically move around them to get to the jail.
Okay.
Sneak behind them and get into the other room.
Yeah. Okay. So first things first, the flying bat spirit is going to roll another d6 because it is, so far I'm still concentrating on that spell, to try to help Prin gain some health back. Gosh, dog it all.
A little bit was bad. A little bit.
That's not the best spirit.
Hey, I think the bed a bit.
Okay.
A little bit
petty.
Every little bit. Every little bit.
Yeah, every little bit counts. Okay. Well, that would be that. Oh,
Yes.
All right. Here's what goes down. There's a lot of big dudes in this space. A lot of bodies. Uki needs to maybe bail, and so Uki is going to turn into a spider, a completely normal size spider.
Okay.
Completely normal size spider, and is going to take to the wall and go in and around all of them like 8-legged. And then as soon as I get in with my spider eyes, I imagine I see the two of them down and the red ogre like on the cusp of the hole.
Yeah. You would see all of that after you have taken your action to morph into a spider.
And I scutter into the room and I take the whole situation.
Take everything in. Okay. And that's pretty much everything for Uki at this point then?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. Okay. So that's where Uki's going.
I can't get to y'all faster. I think that's what I'm going to have to do to get in without sneaking or skidding or trying to do something dexterously.
Totally get it. Prin, you are up.
All right, Prin is gonna. Well, you can't seem to handle two, and I'm getting tired of this. And then she's just gonna just slam. Hopefully, I'm gonna use my advantage on this. I want to make sure that this fella.
Okay.
Hopefully. 16.
Absolutely hits.
All right, so that will be 6 necrotic.
Okay. Definitely looking far worse for the wear. and
So close.
not liking it.
Okay. Where the assistant is he able to get to the ogre?
He could probably more easily get to the jailer at this point than the ogre.
All right. Second thought. Give him the claws. Give this one the claws. Then she'll-
Okay, so he's going in for the claws.
Mm-hmm. All right. Worst.
All right, let's see what happens.
All right. Assistant, please.
Oh, goodness.
Oh,
okay.
no.
So neither make contact.
Does the
you don't
assistant
have
get
the
advantage?
do you? Did you use that yet?
I have.
Does
No.
the assistant get advantage?
You know what? Let's do it.
Go for it.
Do it.
Come on, I believe in you.
Do or
Just
die.
I believe in you.
Just saying.
12.
Over the top.
Oh.
Oof, so close.
Oh no.
But again, still whiffs.
All right. We're multiple targets,
Okay.
so that's something. All right.
We still got
Okay,
Scalies
so-
to help us.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you still have those skeletons who are quite frankly, they have been woke from the dead. They're not happy. They don't know who brought them back, but they do know who put them there.
Yep. They're
So you're going to have the two shooting at the jailer again. One will miss.
Woof.
The other will hit.
Okay.
And let's see what happens here.
I don't know what
I'm
we're doing with
going
these skeletons
to-
after they've taken these guys down for us, but
Okay, so the one shot lands to the jailer, and the jailer is actually starting to like wobble to the point where you can see they're about ready to collapse. And this third skeleton is going to, because it was attacking. Oh, but it was attacking, and then the ogre moved, so it's actually going to throw in a short bow as well. Go for the jailer, and the jailer goes down.
praise be.
So thanks to Prin's wild magic and your Skelly assistance, along with the assistant, jailer is off the grid. So jailer goes
We need to
down
thank the
with
undead
a
more often.
thud. That is
Prin's been trying to
leaving-
tell us that since the beginning.
that
Undead
is
are our
leaving
friends.
you with the ogre, and it is now the ogre's turn. The ogre, seeing that Ink is down, turns around and will move back toward. Let me just check something here. He's going to move back toward the rest of you in the other hallway, but that is about all they can do is move towards you and reach you. And he's going to snarl and growl, and we will leave it at that. So now, Kura, we are back to you.
Come on, Cora. You
Yeah.
gotta make just one more. I'm coming for you.
I mean, it's either I fail or succeed, and I die if I fail.
Do we?
Well, there we have.
Can I give
fair.
my
Oh my
I mean, I have
God.
Can
advantage. I
give-
have advantage.
You do.
So I'm gonna
Okay,
use
this is
that,
it.
Can
but
give.
Okay. Okay.
No.
Okay.
I was given inspiration last time. Can I give it to Drac to use?
Yep.
Take my inspiration.
right.
Okay.
Okay.
Please
Yep.
roll 20.
Just two
Please
more.
roll
Two more.
20.
Oh my
Okay.
So I had an advantage that I
Oh, you
didn't
too.
use.
I'm giving it.
Okay.
Everyone, oh, god damn.
please. Oh,
Okay,
there you
yes,
go.
okay.
All right. Good. Whew.
Okay.
Well worth it.
So,
Well worth it.
Kura,
Yeah.
you
Oof.
feel yourself getting pulled back from this unconsciousness. All right. You are no longer dunsies, but you're not exactly doing that well.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind as you come back to the world of the living. Thanks
how does
very
that
much to your
work?
companions and to
Am
the
I
lovely
one?
people in the chat who made these advantages.
Thank
Yep.
y'all.
Thank you,
Who have
everyone.
made these
So
advantages
much.
possible.
Oh.
Wouldn't that
Seriously.
have been awful? We just got a character art done and Kura dies.
Well, remember, I had that thing where I don't do the complete kill off,
Yeah,
and then I would have
true.
a discussion as to
Yeah.
how it would affect you.
Yeah.
But that's
So
for another
am I
day.
back up to one, or am I? How does that work? So I've actually never gone
Back up to
unconscious and
one.
come back from in the game before with D&D, so I
You're,
don't know the
you're at
rules
a
for this.
1.
I'm a 1. Okay.
Mhm.
You're a 1, which means you're alive. Just be careful. So that is Kura. Galer's down. Nipsey, it is your turn. Jailer is no longer in front of you, but there's a big red ogre.
Right. Okay. So the big red ogre is
Mm-hmm.
has Nipsey realized that his friends are down? He has realized that, right?
They're
Not
in a
necessarily.
different room.
Right.
They are in a different room, so you probably could, if you turn your attention to the ogre, you could probably quickly take in Nipsey sort of shaking their head and coming back to it, but Ink, they are more lifeless on the ground.
Okay. Hey, what about this dude? The dude that I took out of the prison.
He is still trying to make his way.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Dude was not well. Dude has been
Right.
getting tortured
Yeah,
for
yeah,
a little while.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
you know,
Yeah.
but he got
Poor dude.
his wounds cured. So Nipsey is he's kind of feeling himself with his battle axe. And he's looking less at the broom part of the battle axe and more at the axe part of the battle axe.
Okay.
And he goes straight for the red ogre, takes a swing.
Let's see what happens.
Please, please.
That will hit. That will
Critical
absolutely hit,
damage.
and you get my crit
Damn.
roll. So, whatever the full damage is for your dice plus the bonus,
All right, it is.
and then roll again.
All right, so we've got 12, and
Okay,
then
12 plus.
and then roll again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait a minute, no, it is.
Yeah, click battle axe in the chat. It'll roll your damage.
Yeah, but it is. So, all right, so that's 12.
Okay.
Click it
and
again.
then click it again, and that's 15.
So, no. What's
Right.
your battle axe damage?
The max damage is oh, wait a minute, I'm sorry, it is 12, 16.
16
is
plus
max
the
damage.
12.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so 16
Yeah,
plus the 12.
Right.
There we go. That is much better with a 28
Yes.
total.
Yes.
Much better. I'm liking this far more. And
Although I mean
you
I
can
had 23 without it, right?
see- so he's not looking so good at all. So with the
Or 27 without it. But yeah.
you had a 27
so-
without it.
Oh no. Like in my rolls, my goofy rolls, I had 6 and a 6 and
Oh.
a 9 and a 6. So 27 over 28. But yeah, so Nipsey is coming, and he's there
did some
aren't any
damages.
there aren't any quips. Usually Nipsey would say something like wipe off the counter. But instead he's saying destroy the ogre. And he has done 27 points of damage.
Wow, things are getting intense, y'all.
27 points. No, it's 28.
28 points of damage.
28 points
Sorry.
of damage. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything else that Nipsey can do?
Not at this time.
Not at this time. Okay. Ink, we are to you for your saving throw.
I'm coming, Ink.
Okay.
Okay, that's two.
Okay. Good.
That's good. Two saves. We're good. Looking good. Uki, it is your turn.
Okay.
In your spider form, you see this crimson ogre taking some serious damage from your buddy
Can
Nipsey.
I maintain concentration I don't think I can maintain concentration in wild shape.
You can,
I
yeah.
don't believe-
Can
I? You can?
Yeah. The trick is that it's a trick that people often do is that they do cast a spell that takes concentration and then wild shape because you can't do a spell while in wild shape.
Wild
so,
in wild shape. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So
when
okay,
they
so
hold
you have
it-
your wild
Okay,
shape.
so I'm about to.
what are you gonna do?
Okay, so I do maintain concentration. I'm allowed to move this bat 30 feet. So I want to move the bat into the room because that's part of the ongoing concentration spell. Which means as soon as it moves in, it's gonna add D6 to Kura because they're the closest. Yes,
Yes.
to the door. Okay.
Considering where Kura fell. Okay, so
Fantastic.
4 more points.
So 4 more
5.
points. So then in spider form, I'm gonna scutter round the room, like on the wall, towards Ink, and make a flying spider dive. And because I can change out of wild shape as a bonus action, as completely free form, I change midair, and as I land on Ink, I release concentration and I cast Cure Wounds.
I love this.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm like, Cure Wounds.
But you don't even need to
4.
release concentration. Cure wounds is
Beautiful.
Oh, you're right. I just
Beautiful.
have to maintain. I would have to roll
Yeah,
to
you just
maintain it,
maintain.
I think. But yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
4 points. As I crazy belly flop right onto. I don't have to release concentration. Even better.
Yeah, that's fine. So
and
let's,
belly
for
flop
sake
die,
of time, I'm saying yes
Yeah.
to all of this. Yes,
Great.
you're good.
There
Yes.
it is. There it is.
I'm
so
agreeing
that's
with
what
you.
happens. 4 to you, some to you. Yeah, 4 and 4 for each
4
of
and
you.
4.
Okay, there we
There
go.
you go.
4 each. That's beautiful.
Communists.
So that's Uki. Yes.
That is all I can
Narla comes out of her stupor because Jailer goes down. Narla comes popping back up,
Oh.
which means Narla can take an action.
Narla finishes looking for kneecaps, which is it's a red set of kneecaps now.
Yes. So
An 8.
she will miss.
I have an advantage. I'm gonna give it to
Okay.
Narla because we're at the end here. Worth it.
Yeah.
Ram
Yes.
spearhead. Okay. D4 plus 2. Excuse me while I close some things
Okay.
here. Producer life. Haha! 6 points of kneecap damage.
Yes.
Oh,
6
God.
points sneak.
Narla has.
Okay.
Narla's coming
Fractured
through.
a kneecap.
Hopefully.
So you can see that this ogre, it actually takes a knee. When Narla goes and hits the knee, the ogre takes a knee because of the damage that was inflicted on their knee and how they are doing at this point.
Okay.
Which then, are the skeletons still up, Prin, by the way?
They're
Yeah.
up until they're not
Until
up.
it-
Yeah.
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 Up until they're not up. Okay, cool. That's Uki's turn and Narla's turn. Prin, it is your turn. There's just this red ogre left. And your 2 friends are coming back to consciousness. You're
Yep.
taking that all in.
She'll shake her arms and they'll turn from tentacles back to hands. She'll point at the ogre and just hiss pain. And I'm just gonna eat mind sliver.
Ooh.
So they have to make a DC 13 intelligence save.
Intelligence. Fails.
Ooh.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna tell these to give him the swipe.
Okay.
All right, assistant, please hit my buddy, please. Oh, just
Nope. That's a whiff.
that's fine.
That's a whiff, which is okay because your skeletons are still dancing around too. And you'll have one go in, where the skeleton window go. Come back. The one will go in with a short bow and fire away. It will hit. And with the combination of Prin's magic,
Oh.
you see this short bow arrow go flying and it lands dead center of the ogre's forehead. And Scar, you hear this final as he tips forward, and because his weight is positioned so, kind of hits the edge of this opening, and his body then rolls into that hole and falls down into a plummeting action.
From the ground, I just go, that's what I meant to do.
And as this happens, you see this gentleman that Uki Nipsey Prin found in the torture chamber room stick his head around the corner, and he starts asking, "What about LeVay? What about T-Strainer? They're still here. He hadn't gotten to them yet.
Red Heart?
You know me."
Well, we were here looking for you, actually. And LeVay and Strainer. But we haven't found them. I found these, but I don't think we found them.
I know where they are. And Red Heart, in his weakness, after having been tortured for a week by the jailer, will shuffle his way past all of you, beyond that opening, to the initial area that you used to get into the oubliette, going back into that room where there was the desk and the chair.
Right.
And he will push open that door that you unlocked, and you will see the door swing open, to a series of 6 cells in which 2 hold levee and tea strainer, respectively. With a rogue in your party, you're able to pop the locks, no problem whatsoever. Now, keep in mind, a couple of your companions are weakened, so you could very easily take a very quick short rest or use your spells, those of you who have healing powers left, to cure wounds and amp them up enough. We'll assume one or the other. And you will be able to make it up to the town of Red Tower by nightfall and make your way to the town hall, where Constable Roach is not only flabbergasted that you managed to get this done within a day's time, but also that you brought back all 3 in condition and on nation. As a result, he gives you the honorary titles of deputy, as agreed upon. You get your 600 gold pieces and an additional 100 each for getting it done so quickly and so timely.
Oh. Oh.
Also,
Ooh.
so I found these people might be the people that they were on are definitely dead irrevocably. But it might help folks with some closure. And I turn over the gold aquamarine pin and the chain with the gold amethyst pendant.
And the constable will take these and look at you and nod his head. And he actually goes into his own personal pouch and he pulls out 50 gold for you, Ink, for having saved those and delivered even more valuable bits for him to put to use to investigate what's happening at the Scarlet Citadel.
Thanks.
I simply turn to the group and go, so, we're gonna go back, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
of course.
Yeah.
And as you say this, you hear Tea Strainer. If you don't mind, I actually, they took my notebook, and I would like to have that back, please.
Well,
Some woman came and took it for herself.
Woman.
You
And I
shall
have spent
return
years.
shortly.
What was the nature
So-
of his notebook?
Yes, it was the naturalist's notebook of all the information he had taken and collected and everything like that. And you know, some woman in the Citadel has taken it from him.
Gasp.
Upon his own. Yes. So you have been paid handsomely. You have been brought on as deputies of Red Tower. And at the cage, there is much celebration as you are given your fill of good food, the best ale possible. And you're basically led to, how would you like to close this off for the evening, this victorious evening in which you have managed to save the 3 and make it back to Red Tower?
Ink and I get our toads.
Oh, yes. As you are sitting there, the 2 doors open and bang against the opposite walls, and you hear the familiar voice of Abe. I found it, guys, I took all table, look! And he has in his hands, both hands, these 2 toads that are hanging with their legs a-dangling, and you just hear this vociferous.
I just lean my
And
head down.
Puts one on top of your cap, Ink, and Kura, he holds the other one out in front of you.
I take it and I put it on my head as well.
Most excellent. And what about for Uki and Narla? What would they be doing that evening?
I don't know. Uki doesn't really, you know what? Uki goes to Prin. And it's like, so, I hear there's a book with lots of power in it.
Yeah. Seems like good enough reason to go. Hopefully soon.
Sounds like yes. I simply nod and I go, so, we're gonna keep it, right?
Of course. Who knows what's in there?
Nipsey, what would you be doing?
Nipsey is currently using his newfound power to attempt to conscript different villagers into a cleaning service army that will go back into not only the town but into the Scarlet Citadel to clean it up.
Okay, so as Nipsey is trying to convince the people in the way of cleanliness, you have a few who will listen to you and humor you,
Yes.
whereas other villagers just sort of shake their heads.
Yes.
You probably would manage to convince a few of the kids that came along with Gabe, but again, these are children, so just keep that in mind. So what we're going to do is we're going to close this victorious evening with everyone sort of off doing their own things together, and sort of zooming out of Reg Tower itself, you see the warm light falling across the walkways of the town and the village of thatch roofs of the huts and the cottages that surround it. And off in the distance, you see the looming shadow of the ruins of the Scarlet Citadel. And that brings us to a close for season 1 of the Scarlet Citadel. Thank you so much, everyone.
Oh boy, that was intense.
What
Ooh, wow.
finale.
I regret
I had
nothing, and I'll do it again.
Yeah, I was like empty by the end.
Yeah, I had nothing. I had no spell. Everything.
Nothing. It was all
I
gone.
was
Ooh.
Wow. And y'all, that for the
Nothing.
record is only level 1 of this dungeon.
Part of
Yeah.
level 1.
Part
That's the
of
beginning
level 1
level
of this
1.
dungeon.
And just for funsies, if you had stayed in the dang torture chamber, those things were like some demented Beauty and the Beast. They come to life and they do
Oh
things.
no.
Oh man.
If the jailer
Oh.
had gotten in there and given his commands. So yes.
Well done.
Yes.
Wowzer.
Well, thank
Wow.
you very much, Kuriko,
Thank you.
for
Yeah.
going the other
For
way.
splitting
Going
us.
down where you
Yeah.
I always go for splitting the party. I always make the bad
Oh,
decisions. It
boy.
makes it fun.
Wow. Wowzer. Well, I
That's
guess we should
interesting.
do that thing where everybody says where they can find you when you're not doing this. And you know
There you
what,
go.
V, our fearless leader that we have put through hell and back. Tell everybody who you are and where they can find you.
Hi everyone, I am V Muse, often seen playing as both DM, GM, and player on various channels. If you want to find me on a regular basis, you can find me every Thursday over on Mini Terrain Domain playing Cantriel Cavatina, your Bard Ranger over in our Icewind Dale campaign for the Dawnbringers that is happening right now. You can also find me every so often as a guest player on the Black Dice Society, also on Thursdays. I'm telling you, it's magic. So keep an eye out for that. If you want to find out where else you can find me, do be sure to follow me over on my Twitter, which is at V_Muse. And from there, you can find other good things like the every so often you can do a lovely little paint along with me over at WizKids channels for the WizKids paint parties using the D&D Nolzur's Marvelous Miniatures paint night kits. And there are other places you'll see me pop up every so often as well. But that's the core bits of me for now. Yes.
Awesome. We're going to go across the screen. That makes it Drac. You are up.
Oh, me. Hi, I'm Draconics, or Drac for short. You can find me on Twitter at Draconics. That's DRAKONIQUES. I stream all over the place, but my current schedule is every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern. I'm over on the D&D channel in a Candlekeep Mystery series. We just finished The Scrivener's Tale, and I think we're going to move on to... I can't remember the name of it, but we're going to move on to another chapter of the book. And our GM, because we're doing rotating GMs, our GM's going to reflavor it into an isekai, which is like a very anime. But it's basically us as players. So me, Drac, is going to teleport into this game as a character, as well as the rest of the players. So I'm very excited about that. That's at 4 p.m. Eastern on Mondays. I was going to say Tuesday you can find me here, but this is the season finale. But Wednesdays at 5:30 Eastern, you can find me over on Play Multiverse. I'm playing another D&D campaign called The Shepherd Trials, where it's kind of like an anime tournament arc plus D&D. It's a ton of fun. I play Artificer, who has a capuchin monkey, a mechanical capuchin monkey as a homunculus servant. It's a lot of fun. Honestly, very much inspired by Aladdin.
Cool.
On every third Sunday of the month, you can hear my voice in an actual play podcast called Super Idols RPG, which is a masked campaign where just like pop idols plus magical girls. A ton of fun. And starting next week, Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern, we're coming back for season 2 of a Ram the Frost Maiden campaign called From Dusk Till Dark over on Vanna's channel. And that's Vanna, just Vanna on Twitch. And we're going to get back to that. We ended season 1 with a knife to my throat. So I have a tendency to get into trouble. I split the party and get into trouble.
Yeah.
So we're going to be coming back to that and seeing where that goes. But yeah, that's me.
Who's next? Am I Cicero?
All right, hey guys, I am Cicero, Nippero if you're nasty, and
If you think that way, that's on you.
right, yeah, right. I'm not here to shame you. So yes, you can find me on all social media platforms at Stubby Stan. Since you won't be able to find me here on Tuesdays, you can listen to my voice also on Tuesdays on my main podcast, Test Your Might. It's a video game podcast where we debate things. So think ESPN First Take, but idiots talking about video games. Check us out. And wherever your favorite podcatcher is, Test Your Might or the 90s First. You can also hear me on the Discovery Debrief podcast, where we talk about all things Star Trek, specifically Star Trek Discovery and Lower Decks and Picard and Section 31 and all the new Star Trek stuff that's coming up at DSC Debrief on Twitter, but also on your favorite podcatcher. Catch me on the Incomparable Podcast Network. I've done a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of things coming up. You'll hear my voice a lot. If you want to see my face, though, you'll be able to see it on Sunday. Coming up this Sunday special. If you are a fan of Rivals of Waterdeep, I once played a character named Perrin Underbow. And it is our 100th episode. And so one way to celebrate your 100th episode is to bring everybody back and talk about how much fun they've had. So check us out noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific on Sunday, or check out Twitter at Rivals Waterdeep. And you'll be able to see all the characters that you love right now, and maybe a couple of characters that you liked from back then. We'll all be there.
Nice. Diana.
Hi, I'm Diana. I'm Super Dylan everywhere on the internet. In fact, if you go to superdylan.com, you will find all the things that I do, which includes podcasts, streams. I write RPGs. I have a ton of stuff that's out and that is in the works. And if you go to superdylan.com, you will see all of it. Or if you follow me on Twitter, you will see all of it there. I do a lot. So please come on board. And that's it.
Diana's great. Definitely follow them.
Lynn.
Yes.
Hey, I'm Lynn Flying Cirrus on Twitter, Twitch, every place else. And you can catch me all my games there, as well as I build starting to build giant robots and doing some cosplay prep. So check that out.
Nice. Y'all, I'm Dot. You know me. I'm your resident Kobold, here to remind you that this is only the beginning of the Scarlet Citadel. I can't spill too many beans, but we are hoping to be back. If you want more of what you see, you need to let us know. And you can do that by hitting social media, shouting it to the rooftops, yelling at Wolfgang that you really love this crew, that you really love what you saw, so that we can get a second season, which I would desperately like, since, you know, we got like 9 floors of a dungeon coming your way.
Right?
Yes, Crit Witch, more beans. I'm here to spill more beans. Well, first things first, tomorrow you'll see me here for Kobold Chats, our regular Wednesday talk show where we bring people on and talk all things Kobold Press. Tomorrow we're going to be bringing on one of our editors and writers, Megan, who helped with Empire of the Ghouls. So if you enjoyed all this undead action today, we're going to be talking the lore of the underworld and the world of the ghouls of Midgard, which should be pretty fun. And then the following week, we have some serious beans to spill. It could be a Kickstarter and a new tome book. But
It could be those things.
It could be. It could be. It could also just be Dot's eyebrows keeping you on the hang. But for real, check it out. We'll be making tons of announcements over the next few weeks about a really exciting project that's coming to Kobold Press. I'm super hyped about it. If you tend to wear the player pants more than the DM pants, oh boy, have we got an exciting thing for you. And that is all I can say about that. And in addition, afterwards, you can check us out for Marauders of the Middle Sea, which is our Salty Sea pirate adventure featuring an all-female and non-binary cast of Twitch streamers and video gamers, which is really, really exciting. And that will continue for the next few weeks, getting us through the summer. And if you're planning on being at Gen Con, y'all, Kobold is going to have a booth. So you can drop by with your mask, please and thank you, and come check us out. We'll have some cool things going on. I'll be hanging by the booth, so will our social media and community manager Victoria, and you might see some other kobolds, like really famous ones like Wolfgang, if you drop by at just the right time. So lots of things in the works for us over the next few weeks. So keep your little kobold ears to the ground and your paws to yourself. Claws to yourself because you're a kobold, and we'll be back tomorrow with more, and hopefully some more announcements, because I can't spill all the beans today or you won't show up tomorrow. So to close us out, make sure that you check out Kobold Press if you like the Scarlet Citadel and you want to check out this adventure. I've seen a few of you in chat already talking about you just started a stream or you're just now running it. We want to hear about your adventure, because I imagine it looked very different than our dumpster fire. So please tell us how you did better than we did. Tell us how you did not roll poorly every time, and how Roll20 treated you really, really sweetly, because we sure could use that today. Thank you so much for being here. If you donated, you keep us going. If you follow us, you know about when we're going live, and if you subscribe, you keep the kind of blood and mire of this channel going. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And until next time, don't do anything a kobold wouldn't do. Bye, everybody.